Hey, my name is Jared Sarton, and I am the host of the Stumble On In and also the Dungeon Master. You'll see here in a few minutes as we take off that we did run into some audio-visual streaming issues this week. Thank you for sticking with us. Thank you to all of you who tuned in for the first 15 minutes that didn't go very well, or for the last half that went a little bit better. So here's an early quick edit. We will usually be releasing our edits about a week after our original airing, which is the first and third Saturdays of the month for the next couple months. So you'll find on the second and fourth Fridays of the month the new release of the episode. But this one's early again. Like I said, we ran into stream issues. We want to get episode 1 kicked off wonderfully, and we want to get this running well. So from here on out, you will find us streaming live on Twitch. And then when we release our replay video, our edited edition, that will be on YouTube and Facebook. So I'll stop talking and enjoy the show.
Hello, I see volume. I see us live. Okay, take 2 again. Just like episode 0, we learned nothing for episode 1. Welcome to the Stumble On In. We are live 17 minutes past when we should have been live. Oh well. Blazing through my announcements and thanking Justin again for helping us out. We are streaming live on Twitch and Facebook. We will be re-airing this on YouTube. And we're also on YouTube right now too. So we're streaming YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook. We'll be re-airing on Friday on YouTube with a better cut of this, with the last 17 minutes gone. That'll be in an extras reel when you buy the VHS copy at the end of the season.
Yes.
Yeah, so again, we do this for free. We are having fun, and we're just trying to enjoy this. Tell stories. So we're telling stories. We're doing it for fun. We're doing it for free. If you want to sponsor us, if you want to check out our group here, look down below right there. There's our URL. Head to it. I need to practice this. Yeah, magic. So take a look at our website. Take a look at our people there. Reach out if you want to sponsor. If you want to steal these people away for the better D&D shows, whatever it may be.
It's 1 spell slot down, Mr. DM.
1 spell slot down.
Magic.
Marked. Okay. DM is now at -1 of infinity spell slots. So so we do this for free. We're streaming live, and I'll just go back over our couch again. If you watch our first episode, our episode 0, across the couch we have Lindsay, Lauren, Nathan, and Austin, and Tinkerbell on Lindsay's lap, the magical furball creature. You see our character names at the top. We'll go over those in just a minute. I have to reintroduce our...
Tell the story!
Story time! So, because none of you have heard this, and the players haven't heard it yet.
Heard what?
Jinx.
Nothing.
Aha! That actually...
Pokemon?
We are in northern Faerun, 400 miles up the Delimber River, just past where it meets the Unicorn Run River and the Greywater River. So, if you're looking at maps, you can find us. Star Mountains are to the north. We're in a small town that sits at the shores of the Greywater River, and it sits on either side, north and south of this Greywater River, running east to west. The year is 1492. Loudwater sits on the shores north and south, and between it, a large bridge. This bridge is about 700 feet across the water. Amongst the struts that hold the bridge up, there are rocks that sit in the water. And standing in the middle of this bridge, the sound of the water is deafening. So, the term Loudwater became the name for the town. On the north side of the river is the older district of Loudwater.
You got this.
I got this. Tech troubles. Just get in your head. So, on the northern district of Loudwater, hopefully Justin does chime in a second and tells us we're doing good, or we're going to redo this one more time. On the northern shores is the older district. You see fancier homes and shops. Most of them are well taken care of. A few of them are closed up and boarded up. The streets are clean. The trees are well kept. The flower boxes at the front of the houses are beautiful. On the south side, this part of the town is a bit more run down. It used to be a trade hub many years ago, and it's a little more quiet these days. So the streets are a little more worn. There's vines growing up and over most of the buildings. So there's a fresh, green, earthy smell mixed with breads and sweets and baked goods. This part of town is still alive, and there's happiness abound. So you're walking through. As you cross the bridge into the south side of town, you will see off to your right, which is the west side, the docks, where there's a couple small boats and a couple large boats. Being the trade hub, the river was the biggest point of how goods came and went. And I'm boring our players. So you'll see that, and there's a fountain in the center of this main area here. Children are playing in it, there's shops set up, and again, the smells are divine because right now it's midday and there's a lot of food being made, a lot of food being served, a lot of food being sold.
Is that an in-character thing?
Good thing we can't hear you very well. So as you're in this main hub of town, there's people moving about and doing their shopping. On the south side, directly across from the docks and the bridge, there's a large tavern inn that sits there. Okay. This is the Dragon Turtle Inn. The Dragon Turtle Inn is the town's main hub. This is the place where travelers come and go. These days, this is the only inn because as the city shrank in size, the other inns went out of business. As you're looking across the court area to the east, you see a large temple. This temple here has a giant oak leaf in the stained glass at the top. Some might see this and go, oh, I know who that is. This is a temple of Sylvanas. Today is unlike any other day. The streets are a little bit busier. It's kind of a holiday here. It's not anything official. It's just the one day out of the year where a lot of the shops close down and they tend to go out into this main courtyard and gather around the big fountain. It is springtime, the spring festival. It's Christmas. So,
but in this world,
we are seen now in front of the Temple of Sylvanas, where there's a young druid, right? Who is traveling to find more wisdom, to find more knowledge, to seek goals. He's been trying for a couple days to get into this temple, but it seems like the town has let him know that it's open to all faiths, all gods to be worshipped. And he's been looking for someone who still worships and still praises Sylvanas. But because it's so open, it's open 24/7, and all faiths can come and go as they please. He keeps going day in and day out to see if he can find a priest. Today, as he sets foot into the main entryway of this temple, he notices a familiar, short, little wizard.
Hello!
Oh, God, it's you!
Yes! Rumiel it is, yes? Rumiel.
Yes, it is. It's God, it's been a while.
It has been some time, has it not? Oh, well, how was your journey?
Well, I tell you what, spent a lot of time considering what we talked about.
Yes.
The at the last temple, and but my travels have brought me here. I'm looking for something rather particular at this temple. It's funny that we happen to meet around.
At a temple again. That is quite comic, isn't it?
Of course. But no, much of my time was spent, sitting in the forest doing some meditating and things like that. But you seem to be more of the adventurous type, go out and see the world type thing. So I'm very curious about what you might have seen.
Oh, I've been here and there, a little bit of everywhere, I guess you could say. I've been traveling, saw my good friend, helped him with a little housing ordeal, and all kinds of adventures.
Lovely.
Yes, been on the move.
So you are here for their festival there?
I wanted to see how they did it here, as it were.
Lovely. I myself am also a bit curious, as someone very interested in Sylvanas myself, but
Oh, yes.
I cannot seem to find anyone who truly follows him. And so while my curiosity is certainly piqued, I have not found anyone to satisfy that curiosity.
Well, that's interesting. Have you talked to all the leaders? So many leaders go in and out. It is a very fluid temple.
It's true, and I've been associating with a few of them, trying to talk to them. But as you say, there are many, and lots of ground to cover.
Yes, indeed.
Funny enough, at this moment, from one of the side offices, an old man, human, in his late 80s, comes walking out. He's got long braided white hair, some feathers braided into it, a staff, a really beat up old cloak that he's wearing. He shuts the door behind him and locks it. And notices you two, and both of you are the only ones in here at the moment, as everyone is heading out to the fountain where the festival is taking place. Gentlemen, I've not seen you in here. Can I help you?
Yes, hello. Hello, I'm Garth Underfoot. And this is my good friend, Rumiel. Remind me of your last name again. Orphan. He happens to be looking for a temple guardian for Sylvanas.
Well, I'm one of them, but my name's Lem Moonshade, and thank you for coming in today.
Lemon Moonshade?
Lem Moonshade, sir.
Lemon Shade.
I was going to ask you quite kindly to step outside, as I'm going to be helping with the ceremonies, and now I'm just going to have to quite forcibly remove you.
Oh, please, we will.
Oh, no.
There won't be any trouble.
You're not in trouble. I just love a good name.
Thank you. And as he's walking towards the door, he's kind of waving you on, like, come on through. Mm-hmm. He sets his staff down, not in a menacing manner, but as he does, Rumil notices the craftsmanship on it. It doesn't look handmade. It's this nice arc that curves, and it looks like there's a fruit in the center of the arc, and there's some roots at the bottom of it. And Lem notices you looking over at it, and he goes, "Sir, are you a druid, perhaps?"
Of course, everything concerning nature is certainly of particular interest to me.
Come back tomorrow. I want to speak to you.
Most certainly.
He starts hustling out the door as you guys walk down the steps, and he's ready to make a move, and he shuts the door behind him, locks, and disappears into the crowd. The crowd's about 150 people, 200 people gathering on the fountain. You see some boats out in the river with people on them. You see a few people out on the bridge. Today's a busy day, and as Rumil has been here, he's noticed it is a little bit busier in town. Across the fountain, there's a small stand that is set up that looks like someone's going to speak from. And as a human starts walking up onto the platform, a thundering boom starts shaking underneath the fountain. The ground shakes, and this doesn't seem to be what you would expect to have on display. What happens now is all the people start backing up from the fountain, expecting some big display.
I prepare True Strike.
You prepare True Strike. Concentration. But at that moment, everyone backs up a little bit, and the fountain stops spraying water briefly, and 2 poltergeists shoot up into the air. And they're flying up above the fountain, and everyone sees this, and some people start awkwardly clapping, not sure what's going on, thinking it's a wizard's trick or some form of magic. But as they're walking out of the inn, 2 ladies here notice something's amiss. One especially knowledgeable in magic gone wrong, a tiefling, as she pulls her hood over her horned head. She's looking up, noticing the 2 poltergeists, and the young woman next to her puts her hand on her hilt. Do you 2 have anything to say about this?
What are those?
What are those?
What are those? Just kidding.
What's that supposed to mean?
It means I don't know what these things are.
Can I do a perception check on it, or what would I?
I would do an Arcana check.
Okay. Yeah.
So, this is our first die roll of episode 1.
Get your dice out of the way. You can't
Get
have
your
a
dice out of the way. Here we go. Arcana check.
Twenty.
First dice.
What is
a
your
nat
Arcana to
20.
add on top of that?
First dice.
3.
3. So, it is a
What's a
23.
23, I
It's a
guess?
nat 20. 23.
Perfect.
So, as you look up, join in a second. Come on.
It's a nat 20.
All right. So in that 20, you look up and you squint your eyes briefly, and you notice that these are spirits, otherworldly things, generally quite evil. And as you notice what they are, a chill runs down your spine, and you get a bit nervous knowing these aren't to be messed with, and the people out watching the spectacle don't seem to be familiar with what's going on.
Is this good or bad?
It's definitely not good.
Definitely not good.
We need to get people out of the way then.
That's probably the best idea.
I call out. Oh, go ahead. What you
I'm
do?
going to use my thaumaturgy
Okay.
and say, everyone get inside.
So a loud booming voice comes from the inn. Everyone get inside! Everything stops. The people clapping put their hands down and they look around and they see the 2 women just exiting the inn. But they didn't think it was them because, it was a loud booming voice. So they're looking up at the stage and they're not sure. A couple small children start screaming and running. That ensues some panic. Everyone is bailing out. You see old women getting carried by some of the young, stronger men. You see some of the children scooping up the creatures in the roadways. Small dogs and chicken. And you see panic hit. A couple of the town guards are standing there unsure what to do. They seem very undertrained. And they start backing up to the prison side of town, which is the southeast side. So they're trying to guard whatever's there. And it leaves a few frantic people running and fumbling and stalling, but mostly our 4 adventurers are here standing across the courtyard from one another. And the poltergeists begin to swirl and come down. Roll for initiative.
Oh!
Does my True Strike get to just go off as a
Your-
first round?
I was going
Your
to say,
true
Prize
strike?
had it prepared.
Yeah, it's prepared. You're ready to use it. It's a concentration when you have it prepared, but you don't have anything to concentrate on.
True to our character rolling.
What?
So
Your,
I have a 21.
No. Your initial.
you have a 21
Huh.
total.
Yeah, 21 total. In this.
Okay.
Dude, first die roll.
9.
9.
9 means
That's a
not.
leaner, right? That's a leaner.
So
Yeah, I'd call it a leaner.
Ori, correct? How you pronounce it?
Ari.
Ari got a 9. Valari got a 21. Garth
16.
16.
19.
19. Oh, some decent rolls here.
Yeah. Good first rolls.
Good first rolls. So, right out of the gates, there's a battle. And we will start
Well, and
this
True
thing.
Strike goes off, right?
Yeah.
The prepared spell goes off.
True Strike goes off. True Strike allows you to look and point at something, correct? And you get
True
advantage.
Strike is one creature against whom you gain advantage on your next attack roll.
Yep, so you point. We have 2 specters, one that is a little bit more bluish glow and one that's a bit more greenish glow. Which one do you want?
I'm gonna go for green.
Okay.
How far away are we from these guys?
You're coming out of the inn, so you're about 30 feet from, 40 feet from the fountain.
Okay.
Straight out is the fountain from you. And then you're on the south side looking north
Great.
to the fountain. You guys are on the east side looking west to the fountain, and you're about 100 feet out. There's a small patch of grass and some trees.
We're a pretty good
Then
ways
never
away.
mind.
Yeah.
My True Strike only has a range of 30 feet.
Okay. You have it prepared.
Okay.
You can hang on to it until you get up there. Yeah, so it looks like
40 from the fountain. And then
40 from the fountain. Yeah.
So 40 and
100.
what's the?
So you guys.
Yeah,
you
what's
two,
the
you two are-
angle?
So
My
they're
dagger
coming
is
down. At this point, by the time you've readied yourselves and understood what was going on, we'll say they've come down to about your level as they're swooping in, ready to make some attacks.
Okay.
So our turn order starts with Valari, and you're about 40 feet to the south.
Can I do a cantrip?
Sure.
And I'm going to use my message cantrip,
Okay.
and I'm gonna point at whatever orb is closest to me.
Whatever the
The
Poltergeist?
The
Yeah.
poltergeist.
poltergeists.
whatever.
Keep that PG.
And I'm going to
Poltergeist.
ask it why it's here.
Okay. So you point, you send the message to the poltergeist, why are you here? Because the poltergeist can't really do much more than hear your message, it turns and looks at you.
Mm-hmm.
Fire burns in its eyes.
So I'm gonna do the which one is it
And
is it the insight that says intention?
Insight check. Yes.
No,
Insight
she
check.
wants to try and discern what that means.
Okay. So, insight.
16 plus 4, so 20.
Solid.
So these dice were actually purchased on www.irollhigh.com. They look like Chessex. Don't worry. They're not Chessex. So you look up, and the instant you make eye contact, you know that it is a malicious, angry look that you're getting. You don't have any understanding as to what the malicious, angry look means, but you know that there is anger coming from this poltergeist.
They are not happy.
I saw fire. I assumed as much.
Okay. We move on
I'm
to
next.
Unit. You're
I'm
about
100 feet
You're about
away.
100 feet out.
Well, I'm going to move closer to them. I can get 35 feet.
Or you can dash.
That's
double?
true. I'll get 70 feet.
You get 70 feet,
70
so you'd be
feet.
30 feet
So I'll
out.
be 30 feet
But
out.
that is your action.
Yeah. I'm just making sure that
You don't have a bonus action?
I will use. I'm just checking my range on this. That's a 30-foot. Yeah.
Sorry, DM's playing with the dice over here. I gotta get these
Tells
ready.
me
I'm
who's
going
next.
to. I'm gonna go there and then cast Shillelagh.
You're gonna go there and cast Shillelagh. So
On the
you're moving
staff.
35 feet?
Wait, is
I'm
this
moving
starting
70
battle?
feet. Shillelagh is a bonus action.
Oh,
Jared,
Shillelagh's
is he
a bonus.
initiating
Yeah.
battle?
Battle's
roll for
already.
initiative,
Yeah,
so-
you guys are in battle right now.
Yes.
Then my wild magic should be surging.
You lucked out that first time. Alright, so. Okay, Shillelagh.
Yeah. Bonus action. It just basically makes my staff magical, and I use my spell casting ability as opposed to my strength ability when attacking.
There you go. So you can smack a goblin in the face pretty quickly.
Yeah, exactly.
Sweet. So we have the green poltergeist who's going next. He is the one that locked eyes with Valari over there. So he's facing Valari. He's still about 40 feet out because neither of you have moved towards one another. And he's quite angry. So
Indeed.
he's going to fly at you, and he has quite the amount of speed. So he's going to fly at you so quickly that he's going to slam into you.
Is me?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
8 doesn't hit, does it?
No, I have 12.
Okay. So as he goes to slam into you, because he's a poltergeist, he ends up going right through you, busts into the end, and comes out right next to you. And so he's right next to you, staring you down. And that's the end of his turn. Garth.
Hello, I'm Garth Underfoot.
And you're Garth under fire right now.
Oh,
Hey!
What? Okay.
There's the first dad joke.
That's the first dad joke. And
On air.
I don't think we have people watching, so we got away with it. Yes.
the. Are you saying is it my turn or is it the blue?
It is Garth.
Yeah.
It is your
It's
turn.
my turn. Okay, cool.
Because our battles are small, each individual is going to be on their own. So
Okay.
unlike some other bigger battles, the poltergeist will move separately.
Okay.
So I was hoping to use True Strike before combat. So. Well, you know what? No. Nah, I'm switching because I can't get close enough in time. So I'm going to move up 25 feet. So I'll be 75 feet away.
Yes.
And then I'm going to attack with
Holy cow.
Firebolt.
Firebolt.
Long range on that thing.
Yeah, because it's 120 feet.
120 feet. You could have
You
cast
could've
it from
just
where you're at,
chilled from where-
basically.
Yeah, I know,
Getting
but
closer is
Look at
better.
closer. Yeah.
That is a 17 plus 5, 22.
It hits.
It
I
hits.
hope so.
Boom, baby, boom.
No.
Here we go. Here we go.
Strongest poltergeist ever.
And you're gonna take a 1d5 or 1d10 fire damage, and that's a 6.
Or half. Not bad.
Not bad.
That's a
at
6.
all.
Okay.
Are these poltergeists above the fountain, or are they like down?
They've come down kind of around the
Okay.
fountain and
Okay.
started circling. The one went
Okay.
after Valari.
Right. I just
One
want to
is
know
now
like, whether
aware of someone throwing fire at him.
if I need to fly up there.
You fly?
No. Like, that's why I don't want to.
All right. We go to Ari. Ari.
Ari.
Okay.
Harry?
Kind of like sorry, but without the S. I had my hand on my hilt.
Yep.
I don't know if this is gonna work on Ghost, but I pull out my longsword and I pull out my longsword. Ari's not left-handed. She's ambidextrous,
Not left-handed.
for the record. And I'm gonna swing at the bro who is trying to knock over my friend.
She'll hit you.
All right. Swing
But I'm-
away.
Okay.
Alright.
I rolled a 15
Plus
plus
6.
yes, 20 bun.
20 then.
I heard Fendi bun.
That's what I heard.
Fancy bun.
20
So-
bun.
Fancy bun.
You hit. What is your damage?
No, let's find out. It is 1d8 plus 4.
Bum 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 bum.
1d8 plus 4.
Those are nice.
9.
9.
Where did you get these? These are nice.
Amazon. I mean,
An
I
Amazon.
I bought them online.
A big box retailer online. If you want to have Prime,
Did I hit it?
Dad took
they're the
my-
place to go.
I
Why?
don't know if I was
You
allowed
did
to
hit it.
say
You rolled
that.
Yeah, whatever.
But-
We'll get Amazon
Okay.
sponsorship. I'm coming for you, Amazon. All right. So, Ori slashes.
Ari.
Ari, come on. I gotta change the spelling on this.
A-U-R-I.
A-U-R-I.
Ari.
Yeah. It looks like
Aussie.
Aurelia. and
Ari,
it's
Ari,
Yeah.
Ari.
Like
It's
Aussie.
just like me. Like Austin.
Aw,
There you go.
Austin.
Austin.
Ari.
Aw.
I'm sorry, I didn't think I picked a hard name.
Okay.
He practiced it.
Ari.
Like,
So Ari.
Ari and Valari.
Ari and Valari. Okay. So Ari slashes up at this poltergeist, and it looks like the sword goes through the poltergeist, but you do see it like catch as it goes up, and you do see the rest of the poltergeist flicker and kind of look like it took a bit of damage.
Don't know if that worked, but it's all I got.
And we are going to the bluish poltergeist
Ow!
that is aware.
Is he gonna attack me?
Maybe we're gonna
Well,
find
I'm
out.
closer.
Well,
so
no, this is a
You
question.
threw a
that you
firebolt
asked.
at it.
Is he gonna try to attack me?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Well, because here's the thing is, I am a wizard of divination, so I have portent. So if he's going to...
He is going to attack you. You threw a fireball at his face, and it did kind of.
Can he move that fast?
In that case, he's gonna roll a 4.
In that case, he's gonna roll a 4. So if I roll one of these die,
Did you just lose a nat 20?
if I roll what appears to be 2-0.
See, that's the thing is, I have to say it before you roll. That's why I did it. With
Okay.
portent, you have to call it out before the dice.
Well,
It's
before the
very
roll is announced.
Important.
No, before the dice is
Oh,
even
before.
rolled.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Okay.
Gotcha.
He did go for an attack on you, but
Get that far?
Sorry, I'm gonna mark that one off.
Holy
man, he has,
He's a poltergeist, yo.
yeah.
My dude's up there going, where did everybody go?
Poltergeists have a high fly speed.
Mm.
So he flies towards you, but seems to like hit a couple stops along the way and just kind of slows to a
Red
halt
light.
and looks very confused now, 15 feet in front of you.
And I just
As-
kind of, I'm like,
And you're back a little bit, so he kind of just whizzed past Rumiel, and he's right between you and Rumiel.
ooh,
Okay.
So
let's get him.
we are back to the top of the turn order, and Valari, seeing the damage that had happened with the sword, and saw that the poltergeist had gone through her, starts to understand these beasts a little bit more. And she knows she's seen something similar in the past. She knows that because they are out in day and they're visible, these are not just angered spirits. They are very, very malicious and very, very angry. This isn't their normal thing. Daylight is not something a poltergeist goes into willingly. And
Clearly.
it's the top of your order, knowing this new insight.
So, I'm
What?
Rommel, what was that?
going to,
What do you want to do? Do you have any cantrips you can throw?
yeah, I'm gonna do prestidigitation.
It's not
gonna
damaging.
talk
What are you gonna do?
What are you gonna press
Uh,
to digitize?
Tape.
Titter.
What are you gonna do?
Can I make like a
A female poltergeist. Well,
We're getting to seducing the enemy. Episode 1, seducing the enemy. I'm gonna go rename that on all of our
I was
students.
gonna make something like bright and warm that would like get their
That they would stick their hand in.
that would
Bright
like
and
distract them.
She's gonna try and
it's
distract
like, yeah.
This one's right up on you. I would.
Oh, I thought
He's right up on
Fight
you.
him!
And Ari just sliced through him, and he's probably
Not happy.
right about here. So, for you guys, right about here.
Well, I guess I'll use my dagger then.
You'll use your dagger? Okay.
Yeah. So I roll a d20.
You're gonna roll a d20.
D20, D20. Come on.
You are going for this guy.
It's an 8
Plus.
plus my. I roll a 4.
There's
It should be
Like,
this
what's
one.
your plus here?
Strength or dexterity.
4.
Yeah, I
So
think
it's
it's
a
dexterity
12.
for a
so
dagger.
it's a 12.
For a dagger. Yeah, 12. Okay.
What would be if you're throwing him?
Wait.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You do hit. Roll for
Oh.
damage.
You do surprisingly well with.
It's a 3.
3. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So, you quickly grab the dagger off your hip. And you slice it right up through the poltergeist, seeing the same thing that Ari had just seen. It kind of catches, and the whole poltergeist flickers as you slice through it. It does a lot of damage, and this poltergeist is pulsing in like transparency and color, and you have heard it. Moving on to Rummel.
Rumil.
Loomer.
The accent is over the U.
Loomer.
Wait, I thought it was
Who needed it?
It's over the U.
Yeah.
It's over to you. Read the character sheets. Read the material, man.
It's over the U.
I was pretty sure it was
Is this thing on? Microphone on?
Rummy.
At least I've been writing it over the U.
Rue.
Where did I write it?
Okay.
Rue to you.
room,
So I'm how far away from the one that is between him and me?
So he whizzed past. He's probably about 15 feet between each of you.
Okay, cool. And then I'm gonna run up on him and staff attack him.
Staff attack him.
Staff attack.
Staff away.
Staffing.
Wait, why are you shaking it? You're
Because
putting it
it
in the dice
doesn't
tower.
roll it enough.
Because it doesn't get enough rotations there.
Shouldn't
I still
shake
rolled a
that.
2.
You
It's fine.
still rolled a 2.
Yeah.
All right.
Because
So
this doesn't quite get him that many rotations.
It's a few.
So, I was
so
like,
you swipe at it with your staff, but
Mhm.
being a poltergeist, it does kind of morph around your staff, seeing the attack coming,
Mhm.
and grins at you.
Poltergeist.
Poltergeists.
I just run back and forth. And I just
Back and
run
forth,
over the
all
place,
over.
guys.
And we are now back to the greenish poltergeist over by Ari and Valari. We do have vocalists, musicians, and artists in this group. Most of them for hire. Reach out. So this
Figure out
poltergeist.
who's not for hire.
Bum bum bum. It's the dog.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Actually, she's
Yeah.
looking for a job.
Dog model.
She needs some way. Pull her way to revenue.
Come on, Pink.
All right.
Make that kibble money.
The poltergeist looks Valari in the eye, and he starts to move his hands-ish. Starts to move like he's got hands
His
doing
edges.
this. His edges of the sheet start moving, and he's attempting to throw Valari. So Valari, what he's going to do is he's going to do a charisma check against your strength. So your strength, what is your total strength number?
14.
14.
It's 13 plus 1.
He utterly fails. You feel a little bit of a breeze come up you,
All
like
because I'm so tall.
the wind is just trying to like shove you somewhere, but it's just kind of a light, gentle breeze. It does blow your
Get the-
hood back just a little bit and shows a little bit of your horns. That's it. We are on to Garth.
You know what?
Party on, Garth.
I'm gonna. This seems like a fun time to burn a spell slot.
Burn spells.
And what I think is going to become one of my favorite spells. But first, I look around. Does it look like there's 5 pounds of unattended objects within a 90-foot straight line of this poltergeist in front of me?
Between you, or past it, or both?
Anywhere around it.
90 foot.
Like any loose rubble?
About
from-
5 pounds, you say?
Yeah.
As you look straight through,
Mm-hmm.
you notice there's a loose brick on the other side
Mm-hmm.
of the poltergeist.
Okay. Then...
I see where this is going.
Yeah.
It's about 40 feet out.
Careful.
I think I know what you're gonna try.
Don't mess this up.
Poltergeist solid creatures? They hit it with stuff.
I hit it.
We
She
should
did
suck through it.
I did too.
And if
Say-
it doesn't see it coming...
But just don't crit fail.
That's
I don't have any way to kill you in this.
But you need
It
to
is you
kill
killing
yourself.
me in this. So I don't want to cause player death by player.
In the first.
you know what I'll do then?
30 minutes.
Do it. Try it. Do
No.
it.
Do it.
Do
Come
it.
on.
I'll guarantee. You know what? I'll guarantee that I'm pretty sure it's a guaranteed hit. I'm gonna take my other. I'm just gonna burn them both now. I'm gonna take my other portent number, which is a 10, and I add 5 to that. Does a 15 hit?
15 hits.
What spell are you doing?
Catapult! I'm gonna send this brick in a straight line, and it hit the creature with it. Oh, it does get to make a dexterity save.
Dexterity
Oh,
save.
so you-
Oh, so I don't burn the.
You don't
so I
burn
don't
the
burn the
portent
number. I don't
Okay.
burn the portent number.
All right. Dexterity save, eh?
Mm-hmm.
It's only a 7 for the
Yeah.
dexterity save.
That ain't gonna save. So you're gonna take 3d8 of damage.
Holy cow.
From
you
a
have
brick.
3d8.
Who are you gonna call?
Yeah.
Do you need more d8s?
No.
He has 3 sets.
I've got 4 sets of dice over here. Oh, that's 16 points of damage from a brick.
That's 16 points of damage from a brick. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
what happens is Garth sees through the poltergeist and he sees a loose brick and just does a little flick of his finger. And he's a little halfling, so he's like looking through the torso of this poltergeist and watches the brick come up. Puts his hands at his side, leans back, and just grins at the poltergeist, and you hear and then the brick turns to dust as it hits the back of the poltergeist, not seeing it coming, destroys the poltergeist, and it disappears into thin air, and the dust kind of blows off into the wind.
First kill.
You get a kill.
Yeah!
Make sure to mark your kills.
Mm-hmm.
My turn.
We're to Ori. Ari.
I'm so
Ari and
glad
Valari.
Me too.
That sword worked pretty well last time.
Sword worked pretty well. Give it a go.
That's kind of my answer for everything.
Yeah.
Heads being
Did it work well
7.
this time?
We have our first. I'm pretty
Is it a nat 1?
No, it's a crit fail.
It's a crit
Yeah,
fail.
you have to tell them
It's
that.
a crit fail.
It's a crit
You
fail.
have to make
It's a
that
crit
known.
fail. So,
Apparently the sword doesn't work for me anymore.
as a
It's
crit fail, you go to swing again. But this time, because of the food you were eating in the inn, a very greasy turkey leg, you swing and your sword just kind of drops out of your hand. You're able to catch it with your other hand, but you're now standing there in an awkward position, just
It's
holding
my
your
martial
sword.
arts block.
But because you've had some training, you spin the sword around a little bit and go, huh, and hold it out at the end, and a little sweat forms on your brow as you try not to look
I'm
like
left-handed. I'm just.
you-
I keep going right now.
left and right.
Mm-hmm.
You're ambidextrous.
Bummer.
So we get back to Valari, and because Valari is in the heat of battle and
You guys got any?
Her-
books about it?
her wild magic rages within her, that she
Yeah.
has to automatically roll on her wild magic table.
Both at the same
Uh-oh!
Both at the same time, or
We
each
are
one at a time?
rolling. Yep, you roll your
Both at the same time, the 10 and the percentage.
the 10 percentage.
Okay.
We've got an 85.
Oh,
85. So that looks like
happens.
a good one right at the beginning.
Yeah.
What It's a
So,
list.
as
Wild
Valari
Anything can happen.
Look at them.
reaches out her hands, but the anger is filled within her. Her sorcerer abilities spark up, and a big zap of lightning comes down to the right side of Valari, and when the light, you're on the left side.
Oh, okay. I was like, is that alright?
It comes down on the right side. The ghost and Ari are on the left side, and as soon as the lightning clears, a unicorn is left standing there.
What? You summoned a unicorn?
At this point, Valari doesn't even take much notice. She puts her head down and can continue her turn.
You
Okay,
just
so
summoned a freaking unicorn.
since I don't notice it,
Oh, you notice it, but you're used to it already.
Do we notice it?
Oh yeah, it's a
I'm
freaking
100
unicorn.
Freaking unicorn.
It's a unicorn that came down in lightning right next
Garth
to her.
is very excited to meet these new friends.
I feel like I don't have time to talk to the unicorn, so I'm just going to continue with my dagger and take another hit at the poltergeist. So
Okay.
I'm gonna roll my 20, and I got a 3.
Add your
What's your dex?
dealio.
Plus.
Or strength, whichever one.
Is it?
If
plus
you're using
strength? Oh, I was using the plus down here.
Yeah, that's good.
Plus 4, so I have a
Yes.
7.
So you swing with your dagger, and you go through poltergeist like it's smoke.
Looks like we've got to do something.
Wait, I don't roll for damage.
No, you don't roll for damage. You didn't hit plus its armor class. Rumiel, you guys are about 60. You ran past. No, you're back behind, correct?
Because I ran
You ran
70 feet and then
forward
15
and
feet
then
back.
So you're about 60 feet out diagonally still. So if you want to run some more, being a young spry
You're
druid,
just making me run all over the map. I'm 60 feet out?
yeah.
Okay, hold on. I might be able to do something.
I might be able to do something.
I'm pretty sure that my okay, cool, that came up fast enough. Reload. I think that I have a 30-foot range on one of these. So if I go 35, I'll be within a 30-foot range. Okay. 30 range. Okay, so I'm going to run 35 feet.
Okay.
So I'm 25 feet away.
25 plus 35
Or
equals
no.
60.
Yeah,
So you're
I'm 25 feet away.
Yeah.
And I'm going to have a cantrip produce flame.
okay.
What? What does that do?
I have a flame 10 foot, it produces 10 feet of bright light, and I can cast it as a 30-foot range spell attack for 1d8 fire damage. Otherwise, I just use it to light campfires.
Okay. So you're gonna attack.
I'm going to attack. We're going to go with you. Well, that's like a
Is it a crit fail?
8. No.
Okay, good. Didn't want to light yourself on fire. And for those of you not noticing, we do have Tinkerbell, the lovely little puppy, just kind of shuffling laps, hanging out.
So I'm just doing cardio. I'm getting my cardio in today.
And our poor druid here is running around, and as he tries to light a fire on this poltergeist, sparks kind of come up around it, and a little bit of smoke kind of puffs over its head.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing happens.
Yeah, I think I'm producing my hand and throw it. I can produce.
So you threw it,
right.
and
yeah, and
you
it's
see
just like,
this spark, and it just kind of goes poof right around
Yeah.
it. Perfect.
Lovely.
Well done.
Yes.
All right.
Two
And it
missed
is to the
attacks.
poltergeist.
3.
Oh, Tom.
No, for me.
Oh.
I'm 0-2.
The poltergeist here does fly back a bit towards the fountain. So he's now about 25 feet out from you guys and about, let's see, you ran to it, about 30 feet from you.
Okay.
So kind of just a different
Yeah.
angle.
Yeah, he's just got it.
And he's backed up, but he is still focusing on the two ladies who have just walked out of the inn. It's Garth's turn.
He doesn't do it.
Well, here, I guess I'll
does nothing.
do everything. Firebolt, yo! Maybe not. It's an 11.
An 11. So you send fire and a nice swirling pattern right at the poltergeist, and it warps around it and just keeps going, fizzles into the fountain. Alright. Ari,
So far, so good.
he's
I
now
have to-
25 feet out.
I have to redeem myself.
So you can run him down if you like.
Would that be my one attack or my one move, or can I
You
run
can,
to him and
so
then
you
attack?
you can move up to your move, which is 30, I believe.
Yes.
You can attack.
Yeah.
You can speak and do minor actions. Minor actions being something like picking up a stone, knocking over a candelabra, yelling about a sentence to somebody.
I'm gonna run an attack.
All right, run an attack.
I have to redeem that last roll. Tink, blow on the dice. Thank you. 19
Oh!
plus
19.
6, 25.
That does not. That doesn't.
No. Okay. Let me get my.
Does hit.
1d8. Oh!
6 plus 4. Hit for 10.
Nice.
Hits for 10. So you run up to this poltergeist, and as you're running, you bring your sword down, and it just nicks the ground a little bit and causes a few sparks as you're running, and you swing it up just perfectly straight through the poltergeist, and he is sparking and looking very, very close to death, but he's still floating there. This one has taken a beating.
Use the bricks!
It is now to our surprise guest, the unicorn,
I was like,
who is standing next to Valari,
Drew carry, everybody.
where everything's made up and the points don't matter. Welcome to D&D.
Hey, the experience points matter very much. I
That's
want to
true.
level
Not
up.
really. I can level you up every session if I want,
Oh,
but I'm
in
not.
that
But I'm not gonna.
Unicorn.
So the unicorn,
Unicorn.
the unicorn puts his horn
Named
down
Carrie.
Yes.
and charges straight at
Carry.
the poltergeist.
Come on, unicorn.
Oh, he hits.
Of course he does. He's a unicorn.
Oh, he hits.
Unicorn.
And
He's wild
see.
and magical.
And he's doing the one that's the green one next to us.
It's now by the fountain, but yes,
The
that
only
one.
one. The blue
The other one's dead. I killed it with a brick.
All right.
And he does. There we go. He does a lot of damage. it adds up to 12.
Wow.
Okay.
But as you see the poltergeist sparking there, the unicorn runs up and skids to a stop and barely pokes its horn right into the poltergeist and puffs into a magical smoke of
Yes.
rainbows
Does that mean
and
you get the
sparkles.
kill
I
count?
was gonna say unicorn gets a kill.
Unicorn gets a kill. AKA
Wild magic for the win. Does that technically count as my kill?
I think it's the unicorn.
it's a unicorn's kill because the unicorn was not controlled by you, unfortunately.
Do I
It's
get
controlled by the
points for
DM.
summoning it?
You get magical points that don't matter. You get Drew Carry points. Alright, so the unicorn runs up. It turns into a bunch of sparkles and rainbows. Poltergeists are dead.
Wait, the unicorn's gone?
The unicorn's still there, oddly enough.
The poltergeist.
The poltergeist turned into
There
a bunch
was
of sparkles and
sparkles.
rainbows because the unicorn just beep, and then off it goes.
Ladies, thanks for your help. I go up to the unicorn. Hello, I'm Garth Underfoot. Pleasure to make your acquaintance. May I know your name as well?
The unicorn just kind of gives you a little side eye and walks up to the fountain, starts drinking a little bit.
Shy. I understand.
Do you?
I understand it means not me.
Oh, I thought you meant you understood being shy, and I was confused. I'm Ari.
Yes, hello, I'm Garth.
We're fighting on opposite sides. We haven't actually.
No, I know. I said hello from a distance and went to talk to the magical beast that is very rare to try and study it. That's wrong.
I walk up towards the unicorn, looking at it, kind of just trying to understand what happened, and say, I've got to learn how to do that intentionally.
The unicorn just looks at you and flicks its tail a little bit.
Garth definitely, really quick after having acknowledged people, he's gonna take out his writing equipment and like start jotting down notes about who, like this unicorn. He's going to do like a rough sketch. Like,
all right.
So it's roughly this tall and it's roughly 3 meters tall. Okay, maybe actually probably 4.
As he's drawing, and the two ladies are just kind of looking at the unicorn, in Rumil's head he hears a voice. Ah, thank you. Enjoy your travels. And the unicorn disappears into a puff of smoke, and off he goes.
I check my sword to see if it needs cleaning, but there's nothing there.
I'm just gonna kind of give like a nod of assent to the like departed unicorn.
Okay. So at this moment, as you're all still flabbergasted at the surprise unicorn that the DM didn't even predict, you do notice off by the bridge a small cloaked figure is kind of like peering around the bridge and looking at you, and then starts hustling westward to
You
a
say
couple.
small.
Where
How
is-
small?
Where's the bridge in relation to us? I don't remember.
So you guys
We've been
are
on the
standing
south
on the south side of the fountain, and then the bridge is almost directly north of that.
So I'm essentially-
You've all kind of moved around the fountain a bit, so all of you do notice the figure not only peeking around, but he starts running westward. The figure is, I don't know, somewhere between 2.5 and 4 feet tall, but it's very cloaked and hunched over and just hustling, and the cloak looks way too big for it, and it's dragging and bouncing behind it, and starts running off westward.
I'm gonna take off after him.
How far away is it?
It's about 65, 70 feet.
If I did an insight check, would it work?
I'll give you your answer now. You do notice that it does look fearful now that the heat of the battle is down, and it does seem to notice that you've noticed it. So that's why it seems to be running, according to your insight and according to any of you.
Yeah.
I follow.
I'll follow.
Run.
Okay.
But I'm yelling like,
Yeah, let's go!
you with a hood. Huh.
So you are all approaching it. It's heading towards the docks and cuts around the corner and goes down one of the side streets that is kind of the more rundown. The houses here seem to be boarded up. There looks like an old shop that is boarded up. Some of the windows broken. A handful of houses southward, you do notice that it does become more habitable again. And just as you get around the corner, you do see one of the doors on a boarded up house kind of shut a little bit, as if someone had just entered. That house is a little west of you, and you guys all stop as you come around the corner and see the house about 30 feet out.
Careful now.
I'm following this dude, so I'm committed. So I'm
Okay.
going to the house and I'm gonna open the door.
Okay, you're gonna open the door.
Yeah.
So you
I
open.
follow.
Okay, so you open the door of the house,
Leading.
and
Walk straight in.
what's that?
I said, all right, now let's hold on. So I stopped as everyone else just went.
The two ladies pass you.
Rumil was ahead of me.
I was gonna say
So I think
I
they all
would
just
I would pause by the door, but if they're going through the door,
Okay, so
I will.
the charge of the door is led by Valari,
Mm-hmm.
and Ari's right behind, and Rumil's a few steps behind that.
Mm.
Well, we leave the little halfling wizard out in the street going, and no one hears what he's saying, even though he's probably saying something insightful and smart and warning. And you kick open the door and you step in, and you're in this entryway of a small home, and there's a table knocked over, and there's dust everywhere and some spider webs, but you do see a little small feet pattern go off to the right into the kitchen, and it does look like it was kind of brushed over maybe by a cloak. And as you kick in the door, a couple little hands reach around about mid to bottom of the door frame, and a few eyes peek out, and a cloak is covering them.
A few eyes peek out?
Two eyes.
Okay.
Seven eyes. 2 eyes peek out, and the cloak is covering him. It's very dark. You can't really tell what the creature is.
TikTok mean no harm. TikTok's just here. Don't. Who are you?
Why did you run?
TikTok. If you know who TikTok was, you run too.
And the eyes are still peeking out.
Who's TikTok?
I'm TikTok. TikTok's not very well accepted.
I mean,
I take off my hood.
As soon as you take off your hood and you show the 2 horns that Rumil probably didn't even notice, the face kind of pulls back. And then the whole creature steps in. Sorry about dog licking herself on stream. The whole creature steps in. He stands about 3.5 feet tall. Puts his head down. See these 2 little green hands come up and pull his head back in. He goes,
I'm TikTok.
you see this little goblin, and he waves and he goes,
I didn't expect to. Toadling? I haven't met many of you before.
it's tiefling.
Nice to meet you, Tiefling. I think I've showed up by now.
okay.
Don't take it personally.
Hello. And
What's clearly
what?
not intelligent.
Who are all you? Do you have horns, or tails, or extra eyeballs?
Not
I
all
didn't-
of us.
I didn't think so. Can I roll? Did you say what race it was?
A goblin.
Okay.
Little goblin. You all notice that it's a goblin. It's very well pronounced.
Did you have anything to do with the poltergeists?
No. TikTok just finds things, and TikTok was here, and he found some bad people, and
Here in this house?
the city. TikTok doesn't mean any trouble, but when he finds trouble, he tries to fix it.
I'm gonna roll insight on what he's saying.
Okay.
I rolled 2.
I'll go ahead and roll.
Wow. Insight. 3 insight checks.
I won't.
I'm saying, you want 3, you want 2.
Whatever.
Okay.
You all can roll insight, and I can explain to each of you. And some
Oh,
You have
net 20 again. 20.
Again, TheseDiceRollHigh.com. And what did we get over here?
Not a nat 20.
Nada. So to you guys,
11.
so to you guys,
So I guess, yeah.
you see this little goblin here, and he seems fairly sincere, but you haven't had a ton of time with goblins to know what their tells are. Valari, with her upbringing, she understands fully that this goblin is distressed and upset, and he's 100% speaking from his little tiny goblin heart.
Mm-hmm.
Valari, do you want to say anything to everyone here?
Okay. No.
Okay, perfect.
So,
So,
Mr. TikTok.
Yes?
I do believe you seem sincere. What kind of bad men are you talking about? Bad people?
You're being politically correct.
Yes, of course. All people can be bad.
But I'm not anyone from the town. I'm not any political.
You're not in trouble.
Okay.
So not anyone either. I just really got here recently.
TikTok finds things.
and he starts rummaging through this overly large vest coat ensemble he's wearing. You see that everything he's wearing seems to be not his own and potentially from people and creatures larger than him, but he wears it with pride. He reaches in and goes,
TikTok finds things.
and he tosses a necklace to Garth, and it's got a little shield on the necklace.
That TikTok found that here. Something about makes you stronger, whatever.
I'm gonna do an Arcana check.
Yeah, me
Arcana
too,
check, okay.
since I'm holding it.
Okay,
We are live, aren't we?
what's that?
We are live, aren't we?
We are live.
Okay.
Double check. We are double checking if we're live.
I have a 14.
We have a 14.
Wait, 15. No, 14.
I have a 17.
All right, we are checking live here for a brief second. So both of you have rolled good numbers. You do realize... Uh-oh, what?
You're not on Twitch.
I'm not on Twitch. We're recording this. We're going to keep going.
We're just going to keep
It's going to go to a file. We'll post it and we'll say, sorry, internet. Everything's broken. Everything is awesome.
Do you want to go live for the last?
Yeah.
We can jump in.
Let's finish up this conversation.
Yeah.
We'll come back with a brief break.
Great.
Right. So, both of you do realize that this is a necklace of protection. It gives +2 AC, and TikTok has thrown it
To me.
to you, sir. And TikTok goes, I find things, and he's rummaging around. You hear clinking and whatnot in his pockets. And he goes,
So that's something I found. The bad people here, they find more scary things. Those ghosts, they came from the scary things. They were guarding the scary things. Do you know what's under here? TikTok knows.
and he walks over by the stairs and he pushes open what seems to be a hidden panel. And from your angle, you do see a spiral staircase leading downward.
Another old city lives under here, but nothing lives under there. It did live once. TikTok finds great things, but many, many bad things. Many bad things.
I want to do an insight check on the thing.
The
and then,
door?
yeah.
Okay. You want to do insight?
Or Arcana.
I mean, you can do investigation.
Okay.
Okay.
Tell me, I don't know what to do. That's fine.
Go investigation.
2 plus the
2.
1, so it's a 3.
A 3. You notice that it is a hidden door that wasn't there before.
TikTok, do the bad people live down here?
No, bad people, they come for things that live down there. Things like, what was your name?
Garth Underfoot.
Garth? Toadling, Tiefling.
No, my name's Ari. She is a tiefling.
Garth? Ori? Tiefling?
She has a name.
What is your name? TikTok is bad at this.
Valari.
Valari, Garth, Ari, and
Lumiere.
Don't confuse him.
Just
Lumiere. Okay. They don't live there. TikTok finds things there. They come to find things, and they've killed others. But follow TikTok.
And he rushes down the stairs, and you hear plop, 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 plop of his little feet going down the stairs. We are going to pause right here.
Okay.
We are back, I think. Make
Oh.
sure.
Can you hear us?
Chris?
I see all of our faders bouncing. Okay.
We got faders bouncing.
I think we're good. So we are back.
Hold it.
We do have the first half recorded. We'll get this all out. That's why it's important. Re-announce. We are live, hopefully everywhere, and hopefully we'll stay live, and hopefully have sound, and hopefully we'll.
Stay alive.
Yeah! We just got confirmation that we've been bought out. We've been bought out.
Oh, what?
Yay, Justin!
No. So you hear us loud and clear. So the first half, technical difficulties. We got our sound back, but we lost our stream.
Apparently.
So first half sum up is.
Yeah.
First half, some up-ins. I'm going to get us to the main scene so we all can work together. We learned a lot of things. First off,
So many things.
we are in Loudwater. You'll be able to see this in the YouTube video uploaded on Friday, but we'll recap quick. We are in Loudwater, which is northern Faerun. Nat 20 on the saving throw.
That happened.
We had a few Nat 20s.
Twice.
We had a unicorn appear.
We killed
Lindsay,
2.
we killed 2 poltergeists. Lindsay's gotten her dice from irollhigh.com, not Chessex.
I had
I have mine from iRollLow.com.
We have dice from all over the world. But we're in Loudwater. We have a few faces traveling together. Lindsay is playing Valari. Lauren's playing Ari. They've been traveling together for a little bit. They just came out of the inn at Spring Festival and saw poltergeists. The 2 gentlemen on the couch, we have Rumil to the right, which is Austin, and Garth, which is Nathan, and they just met Nathan. Nathan, sir. So they met Nissan. Okay, Nissan. Nissan and Austin on the couch here. They met outside of, or they met on the edge of the Temple of Sylvanas, and they joined in the fight as they killed the 2 poltergeists. The unicorn did appear because we do have wild magic present with our sorcerer, and we just learned that. And she did make a unicorn appear, and the unicorn did get a kill. So it's 1 kill players, 1 kill DM. DM's a little sad that it wasn't a player, but it's alright. The story's about you all.
But my kill though.
You killed that.
I literally forced through a brick and killed a poltergeist.
He did. He did flick his finger up, and a brick just came up out of the cobblestone and just smashed into the poltergeist, and the brick and the
Things you
poltergeist
can
blew
check
away
out in the re-airing.
in the
And
re-area. And now, after the battle, after the unicorn disappeared, they did follow a small figure running off into an abandoned home.
Like geniuses, we ran
His
after a
name?
stranger.
Like geniuses, running after a stranger. His name is TikTok. He's a small goblin. This little goblin has been scavenging the city, and the adventurers just realized.
We're going down into.
We're going, yeah.
Yeah, they
I'm
just
following
realized.
him.
They just realized there's potentially a whole other
Bad
city,
men.
ruins of a city underneath, and bad men
Bad things, which I
doing
cannot
bad
buy.
things. So,
Yeah.
TikTok did meet the adventurers, did show them a trapdoor in this abandoned house, and started running down the spiral staircase. Flat, 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 as he runs down.
I follow. Come.
Okay, so Ari's on the heels.
Ari knows stealth.
Ari knows stuff. Clunk. She's got
Ari
stealth
knows
boots.
action.
How big is this door?
Your horns can fit through it.
You know it's gonna
No,
get
I'm
through.
just
It's
wondering if it's like a
about
normal door.
that's
or
about
if it's-
4.5 feet tall, not 6 feet tall. So,
So
you have
I
to duck
have
under.
to duck
You have to duck
quite a
under.
bit.
A bit, yeah.
This is a big door.
This is a big door for you, yeah. Our little halfling. So, Ari's following down. The rest of you stay, go. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna follow.
You're gonna follow.
It seems there is evil afoot, and I have heard whisperings about this town, so I think it would be best if I investigated further. Velhari, hi, you may not. Do you remember that one night at the inn?
It's you.
It's me. Hi, good to see you again.
Yeah.
Hello.
Nothing sexual.
Nope.
That one night in the inn.
You know what? It's probably the least sexual it could have been.
All right.
So
So apparently, our tiefling and wizard have met in the past.
Come on, guys.
do you wanna go first? Do you wanna go?
After you.
No, thank you so much. Always with the manners, and I start. Off on an adventure.
All right. So you follow down the staircase, winds and winds and winds. To your best guess, it could be 60, 70 feet down. And you come into a clearing of what seems to be a big library or some other big space that's stored. But there's nothing on the shelves, there's nothing sitting out. It's all pretty well rummaged through. There's a sheet here and there on the ground that's all crumpled up. But there's a doorway at the far end that TikTok's just running for. Come on! Follow TikTok!
TikTok, what else have you found down here?
TikTok stops and slides and he goes,
TikTok's found all sorts of little things,
and he pulls out a wad of paper, and he shows it to you, and he grins, and he goes, I don't know what's on this, and he jams it back in his pocket, and then he reaches in and pulls out a dead rat, and he goes, I found dinner for later, and then he jams it back into his pocket, and pulls out a small blade that's got a bunch of little nicks and rust on it, and he goes, I didn't find this here. I just wanted to show you my fancy blade. TikTok knows how to fight. And then he sticks it back into his belt and goes, oh! And then he goes, TikTok just shaved himself a little bit.
TikTok has tetanus.
TikTok needs to go see a doctor.
While he's doing all this, I want to bend over and pick up one of the pieces of paper on the ground and open it up and see what it says.
So as you look at the piece of paper, it does look like a manuscript from some ancient elven book.
I'm going to...
I speak Elvish.
TikTok has a fan.
TikTok has a fan.
Players can read a screen off to my left side. To their right. You guys may comment and you may interact. They'll read some things out if they need to. They'll call things out. I'm going to try not to look at it, but thank you for letting me talk.
Dark is it in this under...
It's fairly dark. There are a couple lit braziers, and you're a little bit wary of that. But since TikTok knows his way around, you might assume that he lit these lamps already.
Since I have dark vision, is there anything else that I can see?
Yeah, you can see off into the corners that are pretty dark, and it does seem fairly well cleared out aside from a lot of dust and some cobwebs. You do see some boot prints in the dirt, and you do see little TikTok footprints, just little goblin footprints. And you don't see any signs of struggle or battle or dragging anything through here, but you do see a lot of movement. Like there have been humanoid people through here of some sort.
Okay.
Can I look down to perceive how many?
Sure.
Oh wait, did he see those?
There's some in the main walk, but you do see it everywhere.
I can help you investigate.
Whatever that is.
Whatever this is?
You moved it now. I don't know.
Or was it this?
Can I do a general like arcana check,
That's
like
good.
of the area we're
Sure.
in?
Roll Arcana. We'll figure it out after Nathan.
You said investigation.
She's doing the same.
23.
23. So you do notice there's about 7 different boot prints, but there's only one boot print that seems recent. And it does seem to be about a halfling's size. Or a goblin with boots on, but you notice TikTok doesn't have boots, and you do see his little grubby claw prints throughout.
Okay.
What'd you get?
I probably didn't see more than that.
You probably didn't see more than that. Okay. Nat 1, you see dust.
It was 13. It was 13. She got
13. Okay. You see dust.
Not a crit there.
Alright. So TikTok, he kind of starts showing you these things, and he's shoving them all back in his belt.
I did an arcana check.
You did an Arcana check on the area?
Yeah.
And as TikTok is shoving things back in his belt, you do look around, and you do seem to think that this was more than just a library. It might have been an area that the arcane arts were practiced in. You're not sure what, but based on some of the open areas and the shelving and a small scorch mark that you see, you do notice that it could have been some flame ball gone awry. But that's all you really know about this area.
Okay.
So, TikTok
We'll follow.
walks through this door at the end, and then you get into a small room that looks like a storage closet. He's patting around on the bricks, and you hear slap, 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 slap. And as you notice, there's a lot of bricks that have wear randomly on them, and then some handprints in the dust. And then you notice one brick in particular that looks a little bit out of TikTok's reach. Is very clean, and the dust around it's kind of pushed back, like it's been moved or pushed or pulled or something recently.
Need a hand?
A TikTok knows there's a brick in here. You have to.
I reach up and tap it.
So as you tap the brick, the wall slides, and he goes,
Ha! TikTok must have found it. Thanks.
and he pushes through as the wall is starting to open, and as the wall opens, you've got this long corridor that's empty. Down to the end, you see 7 doors. on the far wall, and TikTok goes running up and stops about halfway, and the door finally opens for you all, and he's like, "Come on, come on, come on, come on!"
All right, TikTok. There look to be many doors here.
Yeah.
Where do they all go?
TikTok doesn't know where they go. TikTok knows how. TikTok.
Have you been through all the doors or just this one?
TikTok's been through the door of bricks, but TikTok knows there's secrets behind these doors.
I'm gonna do an investigation.
Do an investigation of the
Yeah.
doors.
Yeah.
So you are all walking down. Do you all go through the wall?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Okay, you all go through the wall, and you're all starting to walk down where TikTok's at. He slows his stride as he gets about a foot from like this worn patch before the doors. And the worn patch seems like there was a lot of foot traffic, about 8 to 10 feet in front of the doors, and a lot of back and forth and up and down, and it's definitely worn into the carpet there. You hear the wall behind you close up. Not only does it close up, you do hear a few more closings of things behind you. And as you look over your shoulder, you see 5 or 6 more walls come closing closer and closer and closer, till you only have about 10 feet behind you and 10 feet in front of you. And TikTok goes,
TikTok's been here before.
Where do we go, TikTok, to get out of here before we run out of room?
TikTok knows, but you won't run out of room. Trust TikTok.
and as you're investigating, you do notice that there's seemingly char marks kind of all around the room, especially closer to the doors and around the doors. And
I pull out a small communicator I have in my pocket and I say, R2, shut down all the garbage smashers on the list.
beam me up, beam me up.
Can I do an Arcana check?
I was gonna say, I'm gonna do an Arcana too.
Okay, both of you do Arcana checks.
Arcana!
Arcana!
I got a 14, 17.
17.
Oh, Austin might know a good bit though.
Awesome.
19.
19. Okay, so both of you do see that this is a very enchanted room. Neither of you has encountered this before, but you do know there's a lot of magic going on to make this room happen the way it has happened. The ceiling is far above you. There's no candelabras on any side of you. There's no torches. There's nothing, but the room is lit. Looking up, it's pure black. Looking at the doors, there are 7 doors equally spaced from one another. They each have a doorknob of a little bit different shape and color to them all.
Okay.
So, here it is. If you want to take some notes, who wants to investigate and which doors do you want to look at? Any, all, none?
Can I investigate all of them?
Yeah.
That's what I do.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You start walking up.
Do I have to roll?
Go ahead and roll. Go ahead and roll. See if you
Ooh,
learn anything more.
no.
Alright, so you start walking up and TikTok goes, don't touch anything! Trust TikTok! And you get a little bit nervous of that, so you step back and you see that the doorknobs have slightly different color, but all the doors look identical.
TikTok, what should we do then?
TikTok has it here somewhere.
He starts rifling through all of the pockets.
Can I just, because you said there's scorch marks,
There's scorch marks, yeah?
and also, are the walls still coming towards us?
Nope, the walls have all stopped.
Okay.
You're in a square room.
How much does a ritual, so I can cast ritual spells without burning spell slots as long as they're in my spell book? If I could use detect magic, how long would that take?
Well, I believe rituals take upwards of an hour. Let's check what your detect magic has here.
I feel like
I'm not sure what the ritual version of detect
doesn't
magic gives.
I feel like I read it before, and it's like a
I want to say it's at least.
it's a 10.
A 10 minute?
Detect magique.
Ritual only. Concentration up to 10 minutes. It doesn't say your casting time. Casting
It
time,
says
one
casting
action.
time is one
One
action.
action. Okay, so
does that mean that it would take one action to make it as a ritual?
as a ritual, so one action is 6 seconds.
Boom.
Okay,
Quick little ritual.
so you start moving your hands, and hold them up, and close your eyes. As you open them, all of the doors glow bright yellow. So, to that, they're really heavily imbued with magic, but none of the doors looks any different than one another. You know they're fully covered in magic. You're not sure if it's detrimental, positive.
Do I
Is
know
there
what
any
school
red-
of magic?
Ritual version takes 10
Anywhere?
minutes longer than normal, so it would be a 10-minute.
Oh, the ritual version.
A ritual would cast, yeah.
All right, so as he's taking his 10 minutes,
I'll just do that.
everyone there's
That'll be my
I sharpen my sword.
Is there any writing?
Yeah, so you look at the walls. There's no writing. There's nothing. You do see some message kind of scrawled, like someone scraped it into the last door. And it does look like it's in Thieves' Cant. Do any of you have?
No, but I'll cast my comprehend language spell, and I'll put my
I
hand.
believe that's spoken languages.
No,
but-
it's written as well,
Okay, put your hand on it.
and I'll put my hand on it to read it.
Make sure you mark up a spell slot then.
So as you put your hand up and you wipe it across, to you the letters turn to common, and you see, make sure to take the right steps and don't guess wrong. But because it's Thieves' Cant, it's scrawled really quickly, and in common it's nicely translated.
Make sure to take the right steps.
And don't guess wrong. So TikTok is still pulling a bunch of things out of his jacket and looking through and digging deep into his cloak as you're touching the wall and you're still casting your magic.
I'm
Do you
going
two do
to
anything?
produce flame and kind of throw it up just to see like what's,
Right?
because you said it's just blackness
Just
above.
blackness.
So I'm going to throw it up and just see what's above
So
us.
you produce flame and you throw it, and you see your flame go up, and you see the walls continue to go up.
Mhm.
And then at some point the walls just seem to disappear, but it's pure blackness there. And you just continue to watch the flame go upward and upward. You'd guess about 45, 50 feet,
Okay,
and then it just kind of dissipates like it hits something,
gotcha.
but you don't see anything where it hits.
TikTok, those are impressive pockets.
TikTok, he finds bigger coats when he needs, and
He's digging
You
around.
need help?
are you gonna dig in TikTok's pockets?
No, I
Do you want my rat? That's my dinner.
I don't want your dinner.
TikTok, who else have you brought here?
TikTok doesn't want to say.
Mm.
TikTok,
Please.
TikTok doesn't want to say.
You
TikTok, it's important that we know.
TikTok found an older party who decided to come in here, and they were writing lots of weird things all over everything, like, what was it? We be warned or something like that. And they were scrolling it everywhere. And they came in, and they thought they were smart. And TikTok goes, hey, I got this. Oh.
He reaches into his cloak and he pulls out that wad of paper.
TikTok goes, I got this paper that'll help. And TikTok gave it to them. And then they messed up.
Did they die?
TikTok walks over to a wall.
This scorch was from a ranger.
No.
TikTok,
And this scorch from
We get it.
Paladin.
TikTok,
It didn't work well.
Can I see the paper?
yeah.
Led by a goblin downstairs.
So he hands you the paper.
Do I have to roll?
No,
Mess up the time loop.
look down.
Oh.
He hands you the
This
paper.
is the one I was waiting for.
I'm going to investigate the door handles.
Perfect. Before you read that, let's get to the door handles. Door handles are
You
important.
said they were all different.
Well,
so
I
they're
investigated
all-
all the doors, so I
they're
thought
all
that the
different,
handles were included.
Oh, you investigated the doors, but you rolled low enough that TikTok warned you off. So, surprise.
Oh, but
So,
he's investigating, so we don't know.
As we go from left to right. Left to right, very important.
Mm-hmm.
Number 1 is a clear glass knob, thin like a light bulb, but empty. Clear glass knob, thin like a light bulb, but empty. You don't have to write all the words. These are descriptors.
Okay.
The second one is an ivory knob, slightly speckled, round and smooth.
Okay.
The third knob is a reddish-brown wooden knob with paisley-like carvings.
I like that one.
Okay.
The fourth knob is a scuffed-up brass knob cast into the likeness of a troll.
Okay.
The fifth knob is a papier-mâché knob looking like a crumpled ball of parchment. The sixth knob is a brown wooden knob with paisley-like carvings. Similar to knob number 3. The seventh.
Like these, sorry, Paisley. Like
a
the
bandana.
carving,
Like
the
those
carvings are
sleeves.
Brad Paisley.
Brad. They are Brad Paisley carvings.
You know what paisley
He carved
is,
them,
right?
or his face is carved onto them?
Yes. He
Face
He
on,
carved his
face
face.
on
Or
one.
is it like the that one actor where everyone's putting his face on everything? The one from National
Nicolas
Treasure?
Cage?
Nicolas Cage.
No,
All
it's
doing
paisley.
it.
It's
Fine.
Nicolas
Paisley that's
Cage
not caged.
carved on
Uncaged.
It's uncaged. And the seventh knob is an oval sandstone, coarse and gritty. I'm going to go back through these so you know. Clear glass knob, hollow and thin. Ivory knob, speckled, round and smooth. A reddish brown wood knob with paisley carvings. A scuffed brass knob with a troll shape. A papier-mâché knob like a crumpled ball. A reddish brown knob with paisley carvings. And an oval sandstone knob, coarse and gritty.
Time out. Since this is my first game,
Yeah?
he did the investigation check.
Yeah.
Is this something we all are aware of, or is this something that only he
We'll
knows?
assume because all of the descriptions I've given, he'll be giving them back to you. If you want to mess anything up because whatever.
No point at this point.
So
That's
at this
nice.
point,
Take care
at this
of
point,
it.
he has looked at them and
So he
shared
told
the
us.
knowledge with you all.
Okay.
This is not Aaron.
Now I can open this paper that I
You can-
took from TikTok.
Yeah,
I
TikTok.
go stand at her shoulder.
Oh, jeez. that's
Oh,
so
wow.
long.
Maybe. He
You
might say
like,
something
you
on
like,
camera.
you don't have to.
And now, a dramatic reading.
There
Yeah.
it is. A secret.
The dance of doors, the dance of doors, a merry time for all. 6 are cruel and punishing, but 1 is your windfall. This useless rhyme and waltz cannot begin until you stand facing the rightmost twin. Now I give you the first of only 2 useful clues. The door before you is a deadly one to choose. Sidestep left until you reach what's an elephant's head. Then sidestep right again, but half that distance instead. See how far you are to the failed writings of a frustrated bard. Double your distance from it if it's not too hard. Now's the time to turn, but not a knob like you're inclined to. Instead yourself until the door's behind you. Move to the left 2 doors.
Wait.
Now face your new partner. Move 3 doors to the right and bow. You're quite the charmer. This is
Okay.
epic
Can I-
ridiculous.
Can I?
There's
Oh,
2 more stanzas.
gosh.
And you guys can go through it all because TikTok gave you the note.
Yeah.
There we go. It's over. Thank you for the dance. You honor me, the riddler writer, by giving me this chance. You have no answer. I wish not your mind unraveled. Instead, consider taking the path less traveled.
Let's go back from the beginning.
Yeah. So yeah, start from the first line of clues.
So after the useless rhyme about a waltz, it says, I give you the first of only 2 useful clues.
Mm-hmm.
The door before you is a deadly one to choose.
Well, wait. Which door is before us? There's a line that tells us which door to start at.
The dance. No, it doesn't. It says the dance of doors. The dance of doors. A merry time for all. 6 are cruel, but 1 is.
Mm-hmm.
Windfall.
It's useless rhyme.
It says the useless rhyme and waltz cannot begin until you stand facing the rightmost twin.
So the twins are the 2 wooden ones, right?
Right. So we're in front of door 6.
In front of door 6. Okay, now go from there. What's the next line?
The first of 2 useful clues. Sidestep left.
Okay.
Until you reach what's the elephant's head. I assume
So
that's
2.
ivory.
Yep. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4 over to ivory.
But it says, oh, okay. Then sidestep right again, but half that distance instead.
So we go back 2 now.
To the brass.
1, 2. So we're at 4 brass troll.
Okay.
Okay.
Something about a frustrated bard.
That's the writing.
Yeah. So what is that line?
See how far you are to the failed writings of a frustrated bard.
It's the paper ball of parchment.
Oh yeah, the paper mache door 5. We're close to it.
Double your distance from it.
So we're only 1 away.
If that's not too hard.
So we need to double our distance and be 2 away, which would be number 3. Right?
Or 7.
Well, I feel like we wouldn't.
I don't think we would want to move further away from it.
Yeah,
so I think we're at 3.
Well, I don't think we know. I need to find. Do we know where I put my hand on the wall to read the stuff? Do we know where that was?
No, but that wouldn't have been writing of a bard. That would have been writing of a rogue.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. Bard wouldn't know things count.
So I think we're on door number 3 right now.
Oh, Josh too, I guess. If I have to.
Come on, we've had such good times together. Trust good old Garth once more.
Yeah, that one night at the end, huh?
So irritating.
We played hearts.
And he asked like a
The
million
card
questions.
It was great.
What's next?
Now's the time to turn, but not a knob. Instead, turn yourself until the door's
Behind you.
behind you.
Okay, until the door's behind you.
Great. So we're in front of door 3, but facing our back is to it. Now what?
I feel like there should have been an apostrophe there.
He's a frustrated bard. It's fine.
Anyways, move to the left 2 doors.
Aha.
So we're in front of paper mache.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Now face your new partner.
you're facing.
Move 3 doors to the right.
We can't.
Yeah, you can.
If you go
Not
back
if
to
you're in
1.
front of paper mache. Oh, what?
But I would have.
Oh.
I don't think that's what I want. Hey, TikTok.
Can I see this?
Yes?
Never mind. I was wrong because that was not the writings of a bard. Never mind.
But then I was inclined to, but instead yourself. Just move to the left 2 doors, now face your new partner. Move 3 doors to the right.
Wait, if we turn around.
And bow.
Wait.
We thought we had it up until we had to turn and go 3
So
to the
wait.
right.
We were in front of the parchment, right? When
Um,
was the bard one? Which one was?
Really quick, as they're looking, as we're thinking about all this, I also remember the line, the door less traveled. I look at the ground. There's a lot of footsteps here. Which door looks to have been walked through the least? Should I roll perception?
Investigation check.
Investigation check.
I want to see if there's anything on the wall behind us where it closed.
Where what closed? Where the wall closed?
Yeah. Like, because there's the 7 doors. I want to see if there's anything on the opposite wall.
22.
22. You don't notice that any door has traveled more than any of the others. You notice a lot of travel between all of the doors.
Gotcha. Okay.
But as you look behind you, you look at the wall, it is sealed like it was built that way. It is sealed tight that you wouldn't even know that there's a door behind there if you weren't aware of it. TikTok, meanwhile, is sitting there picking at some fruits he had in his pocket. It seemed to be quite old and dried out. You're just sitting on the floor.
Do you want me to start over?
TikTok knows you can get it. Dance.
Sure.
TikTok.
Yes.
If we're at door 7,
Uh-huh.
What's one door to the left?
what's one door to the right?
TikTok can't count that high. I can get to 4.
I told you.
One,
you were intelligent.
2.
Yeah.
2. Next. And 4.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1.
So
It's a waltz.
we were standing facing the rightmost twins. We were in front of
It's in
the
two,
number
4
6.
times. You count 1, 2, 3.
We went left 2, so that's 4.
We went to the elephant.
Yes, it's,
And then
I keep reading that. So back to 4. So you're at the troll.
Back to 4.
See how far you are from the failed writings of a frustrated bard. Is that the crumpled paper mache one?
That seems to be it.
What if? Oh, here it says double it.
Yes.
Half the distance. Oh, double your distance.
I had thought, what if we moved 2 away then? Because we're 1 away, so move 2.
Right.
So would that double our distance? We would be from 1, and then technically we're 3 away if we're considering ourselves 1.
You would want to probably move to that wooden
You would
paisley
just
one.
move 1 away, right?
Yes.
That's what I was
So
saying.
you go to number
So you
3.
go to the red paisley, right?
Mhm.
But that's what we did last time, and it didn't.
Well, play that.
Well,
Try again.
you turn,
Turn.
turn around,
Boom.
move to the left,
How many?
2.
1, 2. So we're
So
back, in front of 5.
Maybe it is 2, but then that would put us in
Okay. Turn
And then
again.
it says turn and go 3.
Guys, I feel like you should know
Turn
that
and go 3 to
that
the right.
writing on the wall says like not to choose from, which is obvious, but and it says to take the right steps. But
But that would be the farthest ride.
Which would be the sandstone door.
so we moved left 2 doors, right? So we're in front of 5. They started.
And then we turned around again.
And there you go. Thank you for the dance. Wait. Where's the thing about the 3 doors? Oh, move left, face your new partner, move 3 doors to the right, and bound. Maybe there's a hidden door we don't know about. Let's like investigate the wall or something. Because it's the less traveled, and if all those doors are traveled equally, I'm gonna investigate the wall around
Which wall?
to the right of door 7.
Okay.
And I have an 18 plus
You can help.
1 to 19.
Oh, that would be a
19.
Yeah.
You walk up to the wall and you look at it. And you notice the craftsmanship is wonderfully, wonderfully done. Elven craftsmanship from about 700-800 years ago. But it doesn't look a day over 50 years past its normal build date. And everything around you looks that way. It's a very pristine, clean, well-built room. Everything is well manufactured. It's a wall.
It's a wall.
I just
wall.
say melon.
No, I think
Behind
he's
you,
eating,
you hear TikTok.
Excuse TikTok. TikTok had a bad rap today.
That's okay, TikTok. That's how I know we're friends. I spoke friends, so your natural self may enter.
Or exit.
Well, good thing is we know it's not brown wood paisley. Because that one is deadly to choose.
I guess that's true.
May I look at it?
This?
Yes.
Careful. Adventurers. If I need to bring others down here, keep it nice.
Oh yes, of course, of course. The dance of doors, the dance of doors. A merry time for all. 6 are cruel and punishing.
TikTok
but
wants to
honest,
be able
all
to get that back if you
This
choose
is
the wrong
fine.
door.
Waltz cannot begin until you stand facing the
Very
right
nice.
twin.
Be nice to my papers.
Other twins could be unexpected.
Oh,
Yes.
TikTok's just relaxing over here anyways.
Stone course and release and
What else can you tell us about the doors, TikTok?
It's there.
TikTok has seen things with these doors. Adventurers who choose wrong get electric.
When you come down here, what door do you go through?
I don't. I haven't gone through.
Then where do you find all the things?
No, TikTok found them in other places behind me.
TikTok.
Yes?
The other adventurers who things didn't go so well for. Which door did they choose?
Oh, TikTok's been through so many doors. I don't know. TikTok has a lot of things. And he opens his cloaks and you see a lot of yarn and
Hey, Matt,
other
what was I
vestments.
send
Valari?
Why did you bring us here?
Because TikTok needs to get through the door and he sees that you adventurers are smart. Even the quiet druid over there.
Can
I
I
know.
do an insight check on TikTok now?
Sure.
Like, I know he was honest before, but now I'm like not trusting him. It's a 5. It's a 8.
TikTok looks like he's telling you the truth, and he has no tells, nothing sticking out. He seems to be of genuine purpose.
Incompetent little creature.
I think it's sandstone.
Sandstone, if it had been turned much and had many people touching it, would be smoother, would it not? It is a gritty doorknob.
Is that the description?
Yeah,
Yes, it's oval,
it's gritty.
it's coarse, it's gritty.
Then yes.
Valari, you're getting frustrated right now. I need you to roll on your surge table.
Yes. Dang it. Yes.
What'd you get?
An 84.
The unicorn
84.
comes back!
Unfortunately,
It's the one before it, probably.
Aww. You really wanted a unicorn.
I know that.
up to 3 creatures
Wait, what?
in your vicinity take lightning damage. You have to choose who they are.
Who? What?
Up to 3 creatures.
Well, I'm gonna
I can choose randomly if you'd like.
Well, can I choose TikTok as one because he's pretty pointless at this time.
He helped
He
me.
might have lower armor class.
You may choose TikTok if you wish.
God.
How do you three feel about taking lightning damage?
Only 2 useful clues.
Right,
I can
where's the
take it.
last useful clue? I think it's the last
You're
one.
gonna choose your 3 companions?
Just do it randomly. I'm not
Randomly?
choosing. It's not the nature of wild magic.
That's true.
Path less traveled. Is that the other useful clue?
Liked it better when you brought unicorns.
You lucked out. TikTok did not get hit. The rest of you, unfortunately, take some damage.
Wait,
Garth, you take
My
5.
wild magic, sir.
Oh,
So
good,
you
I
all
take
got
5.
hit.
Rumil, you take 3. Ari, you take 3.
I thought it was
So-
three people.
3 creatures.
3 creatures.
So you
So,
think TikTok
At this
did not
point,
get hit.
at this point, after interrogating TikTok a bit more, Valari gets a bit frustrated, and
Her wild magic
Yeah.
surged.
electricity burns through her eyes and zaps out from her, and hits you 3, and you take damage. And
Ouch!
at that moment, these 2 know what has happened. You 2 are still getting familiar with why that just happened.
I thought the electricity was supposed to happen when we chose the wrong door, but if you kill us before we even get in,
I think Valari is offering to be the guinea pig to open the doors.
Once more.
Once more.
At this point,
I am.
I'm going to have player kills on the players. Players, make sure you do track your kills.
0.
I have 1 today. Thanks to a brick.
You might have more, and right now you only have friends in the room.
TikTok's more of an acquaintance.
TikTok is
Right.
goblin friend.
Can we tell TikTok to try and open a door?
If you want to tell TikTok to open a door, you must choose the door for him and convince him that your choice isn't going to make him turn into dust.
How sure are you of door 7?
I mean, it's the only one that I know for a fact up until turning around here.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
DM's gonna come peer into what you're doing just so he can see.
So, Mr. Dim,
Mr. Dam.
Mm-hmm.
we're starting at Brown Wood Paisley. We are going to the Ivory. From the Ivory, we are splitting half the distance and going to the Brass Troll. We realize we are 1 away from paper mache, and where our debate is do we move over 1 or do we move over 2? Because then we, at that point, what's the next step? Turn around. You turn around and you go 2 to the left, and then you're supposed to turn back around and move 3 to the right. So if it's from here, we've moved, back turned, turn around, and we can't move 3, which is why I'm suspicious that maybe we should be at Ivory.
Okay, so I walk up to door 7 and try the knob.
You walk up to door 7, reach out. As you try the knob, you grab it, and it zaps you very, very hard.
I
Okay.
have to roll.
No, you don't.
It just zaps me, that's it.
You take... Still rolling damage die here.
Then is it glass?
You take 12.
I have 12.
Hit points?
Well, wait, what?
Your total hit points.
Your hit point should be 16.
It is.
So you just took 12 damage.
Well, it's not 7.
It's not 7.
TikTok warns you don't choose the wrong ones.
And he
TikTok,
pulls
you've
his
been
hood-
incredibly unhelpful.
he
I
pulls his hood
recognize
over
it's not
his
your
head.
fault.
I think it would.
I'm going to. No, never mind.
Try the wall.
TikTok knows that you've tried it.
He what?
TikTok knows you've tried a door, he said.
Whatever. Okay. Who cares?
This is one of those moments.
Uh-oh.
This is one of those moments you wish you had mage hand.
This is one of those moments.
TikTok.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, humble.
TikTok is getting threats already.
I'm going back to the wall to the right of door 7, and I'm pushing on the bricks. Just see.
Bricks don't budge. None of the bricks budge. None of the bricks look different than any of the others. Like they have been pushed.
I mean, if we.
So we have 2 out of the
if we
7
if we
narrowed
go
down.
to Ivory,
Valari, I'm going to need you to roll one more time on your surge table. But roll twice, and I'll choose the kinder of the numbers for you.
We have an
Oh,
angry
jeez.
tiefling friend.
Jeez, TikTok is getting threats, people.
89. I know, we saw that. So we go ahead and grab doors.
You little
89.
jerk.
And
55.
55.
Yeah.
Valaria gets very, very angry, and she stomps her foot and goes, "Ah!" And all of her hair at that point falls out and disappears into dust on the floor. And at that moment, you start to see it slowly growing back in. It'll take you 12 hours to get that hair back, Valari.
The dance of doors, the dance of doors, a merry time for all. 6 are cruel and punishing, but 1 is your windfall. Windfall. Anything there? Windfall. Wind falls on an elephant. This useless rhyme and waltz. This useless rhyme and waltz cannot begin until you stand facing this not iambic pentameter.
Thank you for joining for the cute girls and staying for the goblin.
Until you stand facing the rightmost twin. We are at the Brown Wood
Austin and Nathan would like to thank you.
Yes.
The 2 gentlemen on the right, our cute ladies on the couch.
Yeah.
Well,
Thank you.
what is that?
Now
Called,
I
like
give
negate?
first.
When you give someone a
Only
compliment
2
but undermine
useful
it?
clues.
We can call it
Door
TikToking
before
at this
you.
point. TikTok's being a little bit of a
Because I
jerk.
feel like That was a compliment, and then like really not.
To an elephant's head.
Well,
Right.
thank you, Humbleberry.
So
Humbleberry J.
Humbleberry, thank you for the
Trying
now
to rethink things.
emotional
No.
complex
And
that I have.
sidestep right again.
It's alright. Valari already has many of those.
We had been here. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Mm-hmm.
It's not 7, so.
Yeah, I marked that. We're in front of the brass troll
But you
door.
guys, there's only 2
See
useful clues.
How far you are to the failed writings of a frustrated bard?
But if I go down, the healer goes down.
Paper. Mache.
Number 3, my lord.
W.
Number
Just
three.
from it.
Does anybody have stabilize?
If it,
This doesn't work.
all I have is a sword.
She can finish you off. She can be kind and put you out of your misery.
That I can.
But the wall behind us is just a wall.
Wall behind us is a wall. So, players, what doors have you touched?
We know
What
it's
doors
not
haven't you
6 and
touched?
7.
Mm-hmm.
We have 1 through 5.
Okay.
Now it's time to turn.
Remember, there's only 2 useful clues.
I have a
What
halberd
if
and
you
scruffy
move
little
quote unquote
attitude.
3 doors to the
Yes,
left,
Humbleberry.
and it is number 1, and then 2 doors to the
Humbleberry, thank you for being my fan. Oh, TikTok loves you. Can TikTok have your autograph, Humbleberry?
Make sure to take the right steps and don't wrong.
If my name were Justin Awadis, what door would I go through? What if my name was Gamma? What door would I go through?
TikTok says I think you're casting Ask the Audience? Is that this kind of show?
No.
Oh, TikTok likes Ask the
I
Audience.
just don't know. I'm trying to see if people can see the way this
I have a high.
Johnson fits within the banana.
Oh, just behind our logo. I can swap over.
Because there's like a very cute. While we're trying to figure out this puzzle, maybe there's something very interesting
So,
right here.
perception check.
I have pretty high hit points.
Check number 1.
That's what I was thinking.
That's what I thought it was in the beginning.
I walk up to door number 1. I listen.
Yeah, does it seem like there's any electric charge?
It's a dachshund. It's not a cat.
I grab.
Of course. Any electricity that would go into this one
I grab the handle. He's rolling the dice to hit
would
me.
light it up.
Thomas Edison, do your worst.
At that moment, as Ari reaches out to the door.
Sorry, I'm very intrigued by this conversation.
All right.
Do you
Conversation
have
aside.
5 cats or 5 dachshunds, Humbleberry? Because now I'm very like distracted and interested. And
Ask the audience time.
TikTok wants to know, are the cats tasty?
You already have a rat. I'll give you an apple for my cat.
TikTok.
Stop eating cats.
Oh, TikTok doesn't mind the fur.
What's happening?
Back to our story.
Yes.
So, as Ari reaches out,
5-9 misses.
puts her hand on the glass bulb very, very slowly, grabs hold. You hear the electricity come through and start to spark. The doorknob lights up,
Ha ha! I knew it!
and she's able to twist. And as you twist the knob and start to push, TikTok jumps up.
That's the door, that's the door. That's gotta be the door. Are you dead? Did you die? Is the door
Yes.
shocking you?
No, no.
Huh? Oh, good.
Fine.
TikTok didn't want to kill another adventurer.
TikTok, how many groups have you killed? Just out of curiosity.
He digs through his pouch.
Never mind.
just
One.
give it the freaking.
2.
I push open the door.
Give it the paper back because we clearly don't.
TikTok doesn't need the paper you found the door.
Wait, we might need that for later.
I highly doubt it was only relevant to the 7 doors.
Don't forget which door it is. Cause
The one with the glass knob, like you freaking could have told us.
TikTok didn't know. TikTok's never opened the door.
It's
you, TikTok, for all your ingenuity in keeping that piece of paper safe. But he could be
Captain!
TikTok does a double
What do I
salute, not sure.
see?
So you open the door, and this room, in the center of it, has a giant pedestal. And on that pedestal, a beam of light comes down and shines upon it. Up until that pedestal, it's a fairly wide open room. And as you look in, you see what appears to be a glowing armband floating up above it of gold in the shape of a snake. This snake is twisting and turning and moving about and just kind of hovering above the pedestal.
Is the snake twisting about or the armband itself?
I'm
You
doing
can't
an
tell.
Arcana check.
Okay.
Do an Arcana check.
In case you don't know what this means.
It's like a
Have fun with Yu-Gi-Oh, Humbleberry.
8.
8. There's a lot of magic around you. You know that. You know this already.
Yes.
It's a lot of magic.
I'm gonna take the armband and put it on.
As you start to walk up towards the armband, you are getting closer and closer, and at that very moment, you hear a door open off to the right, and you hear footsteps, and a blur of a small creature dives up and grabs the armband, and dives out and starts running to a door, and skids to a stop, pulls his hood back and goes, "Hi. I guess you wanted this." You see a little halfling dressed in all black, holding the armband, which looks way too big for him. He goes, "You're gonna have to come find it now. This is mine."
It's not even gonna fit you.
Can I like flick my tail and like?
Oh, he's on the other side of the room. He's not up next to you.
He
There's
took it
there's
right
other
in.
doorways that you're getting towards.
How can he? How far is he?
He's about 100 feet out now. He's running away from you in the room. This is a large room. It's probably about 100 feet across. And he's almost to the door that you see kind of outlined on the far side.
I'm gonna do my, I don't remember what it's called, message, point at him, and be like, drop it, or you'll be sorry.
So, you cast message. He gets the message and he looks at you and he grins. "Ha! Catch you later!" And then he kicks his boot onto the door behind him. And it slowly opens a little bit. Squeaks out. Runs off. And then, as you're standing there puzzled, he peeks back in and he goes, "I got it! Ha 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 ha!"
I don't know what it is.
And
Firebolt!
It's 100
are you
range.
casting? Are you casting?
It's a cantrip, yeah.
Firebolt.
Oh wow.
Can you roll? See if
Uh,
it hits.
what do I roll?
D20?
A d20.
What do you do? What do you do? This is why you have these personality traits. Mystery is one thing.
What'd you
And we're
get?
all dead.
What'd you?
Crit.
Crit fail.
A crit fail. So, as you start to cast your firebolt, please roll on your surge table.
Whew, this wild magic is dangerous.
I don't like it.
Is this because she's a sorcerer or because she's a teacher?
She's
Because I'm
a
a wild
magic
mage.
sorcerer.
What?
It made me choose.
Whoops. Draconic bloodlines. and all
21,
that.
please.
21. At that very moment, as you go to cast Fireball, your hand reaches out, the flames start to shoot out of your hand, and then turn into a butterfly. And then a few more butterflies pop out of that, and all those butterflies come up and now float around your head for the next hour.
Bald head.
For the next hour, as her hair is regrowing.
As your hair's regrowing, you have butterflies floating around your horned.
You know, for lack of a
Mildly
wig,
bald
that's a good.
At this point,
Shoot
you
butterflies.
hear the door start creaking closed on the other side. Ha Centaur, suckers! And the door closes. And
Oh,
off-
Centauran, huh?
And off those footsteps go.
Wait, Centauran?
Zentauran.
This one.
Okay.
I run to the door.
You run to the door, and you
I know
notice
they're bad
that
guys.
the
Yeah, but
door
they're trying
is
to make you a
blocked
sign.
from the other side.
Ah, shoot.
Seems to be like a bar or a chest or something has been pushed over it.
I
TikTok.
kick it.
TikTok comes running up and he slams his little shoulder into the door. TikTok just trying to help you. Oh! And he walks off and you kick it and the door budges a little bit. And then TikTok runs up and he kicks it and he stubs his toe and he goes bouncing off. Oh, TikTok is not doing so hot.
On three, everybody.
How
Is
many
there
doors
a
are there?
clearance at the bottom of the door, or is it shut tight?
It's pretty tight. You can't hardly get much under there. Maybe a slip of paper.
How many? Is it just the one door?
So there's the door you came in. Straight across is the door that this small halfling had run out. And then as you look around, you do seem to see that there's a door on either side. So there's 4 doors leading to the center. And as you look around, you do notice that there's a little bit of water starting to drip down the edge. Oh, not starting. Has been dripping down the edges.
I was like,
No. It has been dripping down the edges. And I believe a couple of you are good at maps and locations.
Mhm.
You kind of understand that you might be way down under and under the river.
Oh,
Can
wow.
I
Okay.
do? I want to do an Arcana check.
Would a centipede be able to go under the door?
A centipede might barely be able to go under the door, but could get squished on the other side if
What
things
if-
aren't settled.
What about a mouse that's good at flattening itself?
No, a mouse wouldn't be able to get under that. The door's fairly well made.
What if we
fairly
all
well shut.
kicked it together?
Let me do an Arcana check.
On the box on the other side of the door?
I've got.
To be fair.
On the door, I've got a
Okay.
13.
I'm more concerned about this little rat than I am about the armband.
What rat? Oh, the.
Okay.
Sorry, half.
So, as you
Yes.
look at the
I
door,
didn't
you
like
do
it.
notice that some of
I don't
the
know his
nails
name.
glow a little bit with
You
magic. Like
be
they were forged
careful.
in a magical forge, but nothing really
Okay.
seems to be
Not because he's
magical
a
about this.
Call him a rat because he stole. Garth is testy.
Are we already having fights? here?
She compared halflings to rats.
I compared thieves to a rat.
You said this rat. I'm sorry, this halfling. So
Well, you
it
looked
made
at
it
me like you didn't
You
know what I
want
was
to
talking
fight over
about.
that? Is that what you guys
Told you it was
want?
annoying.
Is this door wooden?
The door is wooden, sir.
I back up and cast firebolt at the freaking door. It'll burn down at least. I
Don't
aim it
crit
at the
fail.
handle.
Okay. Oh,
Yes.
okay. Can I put my rat in there and get a cook on it?
Sure.
I want to say, as he casts,
He
like,
tosses the rat in and backs
casting
up.
firebolt, I'll hurl some fire at it to make it burn faster.
It's 11. Is the
11.
door's armor class more than 11?
Yeah. Doors are actually about 15. It's
But
kind of
it's
crazy.
But it is now on
But
It
it's
is a
fire.
wood,
large,
so
it
it's
is
on
a
fire.
large oaken door, and everything is lightly misty in here and wet.
Look,
So
I'm a
it'll burn
halfling, and we
for
have a
while.
fighter who
It's
wants to
smolder.
kick down the door. By all
I've
means.
tried.
Did you roll try?
You didn't try.
You didn't
I
try.
said I kicked the door.
The door didn't budge.
Oh. Oh, it didn't?
Door didn't budge. But you can roll
I
to see if you can crit
door
kick it.
again.
Crit kick it.
How about a
No.
11?
Nope, we
You
only know
nearly
that
stub your
doesn't-
toe, but the door still doesn't budge.
I'm gonna firebolt it too then.
It's just still on fire.
Dice trays for the win.
Oh.
Not prime.
Oh gosh.
9.
Oh, okay. It's not
Nine.
a 1 though.
Do I add something to it?
You don't. You
Right.
can add
Your
what you're
spell
rolling to
cast.
attack. Your charisma because you're a spellcaster.
Is there a lock?
Plus 4.
A keyhole?
Plus 4. So 13.
So
It hits and kind of smolders off pretty quick.
Friends, might I suggest another door?
TikTok knows where we can get some good pastries in the city.
Shut up, TikTok.
TikTok just wants friends.
TikTok, you brought us down here. I don't think getting a pastry right now would be the best idea.
TikTok just wanted
Right
shiny
now,
gold
I'm
thing.
aching for a fight.
Oh.
there was another door. That little
fiend came through.
This is? Oh, he really...
Other than our door, yes?
Yes.
Can I go walk over to that door?
I thought that's the door we were attacking.
No, you
There's
you
multiple
came
doors
in.
in this room.
Let's
He
just
came
look
in.
at it. You came in from the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are now at the top door.
Mm-hmm.
You came in from would be your left door, left door,
How
and
many
then
doors are in here? A
there's
lot
four.
of doors?
There's 4 doors.
One on each side.
One on each side, kind of pointing into this pedestal that still has the glowing
So we
light.
came in like the north, and he came in through the west.
You came in
and out
actually.
through the south.
You came in from the south. He's out the north.
Mm-hmm.
And you have east and west doors.
And he came in through the east.
Yeah. Yes, he came through the east door.
Does that one have a lock on it?
No, you walk up to the door, and as you notice, when you open the door, there's a grate inside this small tubular room, and just below the grate, there's water that's running, and there's a lot of water dripping down this ladder that goes way, 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 way up, and it's dripping fairly heavily and fairly quickly.
I don't like the look of this one.
We should probably go upwards then.
Isn't there another one though?
You have a door to the west.
I want to check that one out if you all don't mind.
That's fine. I was going to. I'm just listening.
As you open that door, you notice it's a very tiny room and it's got one lever on the wall. And the lever's a very ornate wooden handle. It's got an elvish design from a few centuries back. Meanwhile, TikTok's limping behind you all as he tried kicking down the door. Our quiet druid over there, he's gonna bring something out.
Any thoughts?
Pikachu form!
Right.
Pika pika.
Oh, I don't have much at all.
I mean, are there markings around the lever?
None. The lever is like the central focus of this small room, and the room is probably about 8 by 8.
Which position is the lever in right now?
Is up.
I pull the lever.
You hear a loud hum, and then a static sound right after that. And if you're looking back behind you, the light that was on the pedestal in the center of the room is now off.
Found the light switch.
What?
The light. It's a switch. It controlled the light. It's a light switch.
Makes sense.
TikTok then goes and jumps up onto the pedestal and looks around. And he's dancing on it.
I'm doing the door dance. Look at me. Twist and spin, twist and zap. Twist and spin, twist and zap.
Oh my gosh.
TikTok likes adventurers with friends. We've got so many jokes.
Did you open the other door?
Everything's been open.
There's a door we came through, the door the scoundrel locked, the door with the wet ladder, and then there's nothing else in this room but the lever, which turned off the light on the pedestal.
Are we sure that's all it did?
The pedestal isn't open.
The pedestal is just a pedestal, the light is off, and you heard a weird, crunchy, staticky sound when it went off.
Can I do an investigation check
On?
to see, like, the light pedestal?
You want to look at the
area?
pedestal area. Investigation check. Go for it. You investigate and
He's not gonna tell me nothing.
Good.
18.
18. You see that it is a pedestal that doesn't seem to have anything that has touched it except for these grubby little goblin feet now. And just a little bit of a cloak that had passed across it as this halfling had dove over earlier.
Well, our options are go back out to the doors, see if they are no longer electrified and go anywhere else. We could climb up the water, we could continue to try and beat down an oaken door that seems to have been blocked, or we can go all the way back up to the city and try and find the Zentarim and what they are up to.
Which house do we get out?
It is up.
The wet ladder does go
There's a
up.
wet ladder.
Walk over to the other room and start climbing the wet ladder.
Okay, as you climb up, it is slimy and slick, and you make it up to the top, and there is a wooden door that is very dry in and of itself. And as you touch it, it budges easily. What do you do?
Push it open.
So you push it open, and at that point, you hear the door at the bottom of the ladder go boom, shut, and water pours into you, and you get sucked up and blasted out, and you get launched up into the air, and you land right onto the middle of the bridge between the two halves of the city.
I wasn't there.
I wasn't there.
The door, so for you guys, the door slammed shut, and you heard
I
a
was
whoosh.
the only one that's on the bridge now.
Mm-hmm.
You are on the bridge in the middle of Loudwater.
Val? I go to the door that slammed shut and knock.
Echoes inside.
I push it open and look up.
It's a bit wet, and water's dripping down. We almost took
I
the dog
crush a
out.
dog.
You crush a dog.
I call her name again.
It echoes up the chambers. You hear no response.
She's gone.
Another mystery. Well, if she's not here, you can climb the ladder. I don't know. What are your characteristics as a character? Mine really likes mysteries, so I've got like 7 in this entire place that I can be focusing on.
I like action. Really want that door, but it's not coming down, so...
It seems like Valaria has found some action.
Are you going to stay here or are you going to come with me, is what I'm asking.
I mean, Rum!
If you don't want to come, you don't have to come.
Yo ho, rum, what do you do?
TikTok, we're going in, we're gonna climb up the ladder.
Okay.
Alright.
TikTok's coming.
TikTok follows Garth pretty quickly because you told him that you're climbing the ladder, so he's following along. So Garth goes in, TikTok goes in. Anyone following next?
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh no. Sure.
Well, I think you were leading, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're leading, Garth is following, TikTok, and then Rumil. You're climbing up to the top, and Ari, you get the same thing I just described for Valari. It's a very dry wooden entrance, but when you push on it, water starts to drip down on you a little bit. What do you do?
Is everyone behind
You're
me?
at the top.
Everyone's behind you, they're climbing up behind you. Everyone is on the ladder at this point.
I call back to him. It's another door.
Well,
See if it leads to the outside.
All right, here we go. I push harder.
I say, wait a minute.
At that moment, the door at the bottom of the ladder slams shut and you hear a whooshing sound. All 4 of you get launched up into the air and land right next to Valari. Valari is looking around, sees all of you laying next to her. TikTok lands as a giant splat as his long coat is now drenched.
Oh, what just happened? TikTok didn't. TikTok wants to go again.
Another mystery solved.
TikTok, is this how you got to the bridge the first time?
No, TikTok never got through the doors.
Oh,
but
right.
TikTok likes that again. Can we go again? Maybe tomorrow?
Maybe tomorrow.
Yay!
And TikTok skips off and he clings to the edge of the bridge and he starts skipping off to the south part of town.
TikTok, wait, one last question.
Yes?
And he stops.
Did you find any other ways to get down to where we just were, or was that the only one?
That's the only one, because I'm scared of the north chic out there. You don't see many fancy folk in this kind of dress.
And he holds up his now drenched cloak a bit, drops it to splat on the ground, and he puts his head down and goes,
Well, can we meet tomorrow for more adventures?
Sure, why not?
Awesome! TikTok has more fun for you. I think.
So TikTok continues down to the south side of the city, and you see him kind of duck around the corner and off to the abandoned homes that you'd first chased him down to. You're now standing mid-afternoon, early evening. You see the sun starting to set off to the west, and you're in the middle of the bridge, and it's very, very loud, and you're very, very wet.
I put my hood on.
Okay, you put your hood on. Do you do anything else? You are now...
Well, there's an entire new city underneath us, it would appear. And we made a friend of a goblin, which I haven't done too often in my time.
An entire city. We went under the fountain,
There's more to
went
it.
through a door, and then went back on the bridge.
Well, yes, but he said there's an entire city under
You,
there.
you
But
follow...
he never went through the doors.
You followed TikTok, and he was kind of hurrying you along. There could have been a few doors scattered throughout in that first room, or if you could have gotten through that second room where the halfling disappeared into, there might have been more.
If this is
I'm just
where
saying, we don't know it's a full city.
TikTok did tell us it was.
Yeah, but
TikTok
he never went
believes it
through
was.
the doors, so how does he know it's a full city? That's all I'm saying.
If the Zentrum are using it as a hideout.
Or if there are objects that they can gain for their betterment.
Would be worth exploring more.
Might be useful to see if anyone knows of any whereabouts that they may be.
I would like to have dry clothes, though. How close are we to our inn?
Probably not that
We're
much.
not
You're
supposed
in the
to
middle of the
bridge.
bridge, so you're about
Because the bridge, we can
350
see
feet
the
on the bridge, and then
Yeah.
maybe 100, 120 feet from there. So
Yeah,
you're
we're super close.
you're very
Yeah,
close.
we're
You can
really close.
see
We're
it past the
Basically
fountain.
where we started.
Do we need a short rest since she got hit with 12?
Yeah, I have 4 hit points, yo.
You are coming to the end of the
Yeah,
evening,
it's the end of
so
the day.
Okay.
you might want to head back to the inn.
Yeah.
You could
Mhm.
long rest it and be ready for the next day.
I'm alright with that. I could do with a bit of a warming drink myself.
I could head back to the inn and just kind of ask around about the group.
All right. So you're all heading back to the inn,
Mm-hmm.
and as you get to the inn, one of the innkeepers there notices the two ladies, seeing them having had drinks there earlier in the day. Ah, ladies, welcome back. I trust you dispatched with the things. And now you're all drenched. What?
It's been a long day.
Bit of a long story, I'm afraid.
And we walk to a table and sit down.
Okay, you walk to a table and sit down. Do you join? Do you ask who walks around? What do you do?
I will inquire about the. What is that?
Poltergeist?
No,
Zen
Zentrum.
Zentrum.
Zentarum.
Yes. Zentarum.
Who would you like
So,
to ask? You have.
The innkeeper's right there. Good sir. I heard a man today reference the Zentarum. I was wondering if you knew anything about it.
As you mention the name Zentarum, he stiffens up. The small, stout dwarf that looks fearless now has a little fear in his eyes. The Zentarum, you say? They're not a lot you want to mess with. They've been in this town and stealing things, and not things from most of the folk, but they've been looking for some magical treasure, and they won't stop until it's found.
Do you know what that magical treasure was?
No, I don't. There's something about serpents or something they keep mentioning, but not sure.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
They definitely found that.
Are you saying that they found it and left, or are you saying that they've found it?
Sorry, my whisper is worse than I thought it was. They may have found it. Possibly rumors I've heard recently. Of the sort of hey, here's a question for you. Do you know of any other halflings like myself around these parts?
He puts his head down. He walks over to the bar, pulls out a small dagger, and on the end of the dagger there's a note. I was told not to remove it from the dagger until someone asked. He holds the dagger out to you very carefully, places it in your hand, backs away. Are you licking it? Did you just put it in your mouth?
No, sorry. I didn't know if this was me actually taking it, because then I was like, this was then me being like,
Oh.
I was like, he's gonna bite
put
the
your
note?
So he's holding it in front of you.
Okay, now I take it.
Okay, there you go. So he steps back.
I got a paper cut on my top.
So, as you pull the note off, the note says only two things. One, it says, I have the snake. It's got a little heart. It says, Navar the Swift.
Can I roll a history check on if I recognize that name?
Sure.
That doesn't count. There you go.
Probably not.
What'd you get?
10.
A 10. The Zentarim are known throughout the areas they operate in. The name sounds familiar to you, but you're not sure if it's a local bard or a Zentarim agent or a Zentarim ruler or even just the guy who sold your turkey leg to you today.
You guys had turkey legs too?
It was a festival. They were out in bunches.
There's rumors that it's actually emu.
Magical place on earth.
Emu? Oh, I don't know what you're speaking of. They went extinct years ago.
Oh, that's right. In the emu famine of 87.
1187.
Well,
Well,
right.
you're close.
Yeah, but, sorry, I forgot. So many centuries. But if I'm correct, I also have an extra dagger now.
You have an extra dagger.
Boom, baby!
Oh, I thought you just took the note off.
He took the
No,
dagger.
I took the whole thing.
Oh, by the way,
I'm still sitting off at a table.
you're sitting off at the table.
I know.
By the way, do you all need rooms tonight? Food, drink, whatever you need. You saved the city from whatever those things were. My name's Arvin. I'm Arvin Kegshaper. This is my this is my father's inn and tavern, but mostly mine. My father's aging out of this, but it's on me. It's on me. Just ask for Arvin. Say Arvin sent you if you need anything. We got you.
Arvin, thank you so much. I'm Garth Underfoot. This is my friend Rumiel. I get so caught on the Elvish
Fin.
Fin. Orfin. And we will actually need rooms for the ladies over there as well. If that's alright.
Yeah, we've got rooms for you.
Ah, wonderful. Thank you, Arvin.
Arvin.
Ladies! I got us some rooms! Arvin hooked us up!
And would you like the same for what you had for lunch? Or something different?
Something different. I didn't fight so well after that turkey leg.
Our bad. So he hustles off to the kitchen.
Salted pork, please.
Salted pork. He hears that. Got you!
I take Abby out of my pocket.
And please explain what Obvi is.
My
Obvi?
little pet gray mouse.
Your little cat gray mouse Obvi is now sitting on the table.
And I
and
set him
looking
on
around.
the table and I pet his head.
What?
He is
And
drenched,
I'm going to
and
give
he's
him
wiping his little head off.
some bread when we get food.
What?
So Arvin comes back out and he's setting ales down on the table, and he's setting plates of food. There's meats and cheeses. There's a weird green soup thing that he sets down. It all smells so delightful. There's salted ham. There's a turkey leg in there, and he quickly looks at it as he sets the plate down and grabs it off the plate and scurries off to the kitchen with it, noticing that you had asked not for that. So there's breads and cheeses. You may feed your mouse. The rest of the tavern's pretty quiet. Today seemed to have startled enough people that no one's out and about at the moment. So you have the tavern to yourself. Arvin comes rushing back out and he goes, I'll have your rooms ready in a few minutes. We're just making sure they're all tidied up, making sure you get the best treatment. And he notices your horns as you had taken off your hood. Okay. Do you have any special dietary needs?
No.
Okay. And he was a bit worried about the horned figure you have in your midst.
Who's bald and has
Who's bald and has
butterflies.
butterflies.
She had been there earlier in the day.
Somewhere now.
But you
A 12.
probably had your cloak over your head because the horns are something you don't want to really show.
I know.
So he noticed your horns for the first time, was a little bit nervous, but didn't really do much about it. So you're okay for now.
I'm gonna play with the mouse.
You're gonna play with the mouse. What kind of game do you? No. So
He's gonna be a cat.
No!
Just another
Obvi.
game of cat and mouse.
Obvi.
I take my tail and bitch slap him in the face.
Hey, he was playing nicely. You don't have to resort to that.
Cats always seem to be playing.
He wasn't
nice
playing
with
cat.
us.
He wasn't playing cat. He didn't shapeshift. I'm not allowing him to shapeshift here. Not allowed. So with that, do you have any other actions you'd like to take? As your rooms are most likely ready.
We've talked to Arvin.
You've talked to Arvin.
We've gotten a dagger with a note.
What was the note?
Is
The
anyone
note was,
else
from
concerned
Var
that-
the Swift. I
Var
have
knows
the
where
serpent.
we are
I have the
Oh, okay.
serpent. Is that what the note says? I have the.
I have the serpent.
Wait, you got kind of whatever from the
They
Turkish
should-
Navar the Swift.
Right?
He didn't really tell us what to do about it, though, did he?
But
He
in the
just
note.
said, I have it.
Can
I think
I
he's just
do
bragging.
like some sort of check on the food before we start eating
Investigation.
it? Yeah, or
Wait a second.
arcane or.
I mean, it was more because I rolled
Wait,
a crit one.
I do want to talk to Arvin. Arvin, this note.
He steps out of the kitchen a bit and looks over the bar.
Uh,
Yes?
How long did you have it? How long was it here before we were here?
It came in this morning. A small, stout creature just came in and stabbed it into my bar and said, wait till they ask. About
Stout.
Arvin.
If you were to guess his race, what would it
He's
be?
a halfling. And when I asked about a halfling, he
A
immediately.
heavy halfling?
Arvin, was it before we were here?
No, I think you were at the table over there. And he just came in, stabbed it in. He's a hooded character. And he just disappeared. Back out into the crowd. It was a festival. People were getting beers and they were going out into the...
Time traveling demon.
Can I do like an
He already knew
arcane
he was going to get it.
and investigation on the food?
Which
I
one
just
do you
don't
wanna do?
trust
You
that
can
it's
do
not
one or-
poison.
you
I
can do
just
one or
want to
the
see
other.
if it's like
Do
safe to eat.
investigation.
I just want to make sure it's
My
safe.
food's already halfway gone.
I
Your
don't
food's
trust
already
it.
halfway gone.
She's already been.
What did we say it was? Investigation?
Investigation.
9.
9. The food looks delicious. It's
Mm.
steaming and warm and fresh and
Alright.
ready to be eaten.
Alright.
Well,
Do any of you have any sort of spells we can make sure that our rooms are safe when we take our rest?
I don't.
We're in an inn.
yeah, you're in and put up a check under your bed before you go to sleep.
I
and then
sleep
you,
with my hand axe. I put my hand axe under my pillow before I go to bed.
And you can put a chair underneath the doorknob.
Just
Like
knowing
that.
that he knows where we are is rather disconcerting.
So as you finish dinner and start to head to your rooms, Ari puts a hand axe under her door, or under her pillow,
Chair by the door.
a chair
And
by
a
the door.
chair under the doorknob.
Alright. Anyone else do any special measures?
Oh, we all have our own
If
rooms.
you each have your
I-
own room.
Oh shoot! I didn't know I had this ritual.
What do you have?
I have a ritual. I can speak with animals. And I'm gonna chat with the mouse.
Okay.
Obvi.
Okay. As you're
Its
you're
name
walking,
is Obvi.
you're walking
I'm
towards.
about to take a long
you're
rest.
walking
I'm just gonna
towards
cast
the
this
stairs,
spell,
and-
and I'm just chatting with the mouse.
Are you doing this for the voices, or are you doing this for information?
I think I'm looking for a little bit of information
Okay.
on the tiefling.
Okay.
I think just because naturally I'd be a bit suspicious.
Okay.
So I'm just like, hey, how's this tiefling?
So the mouse is riding on
Mm-hmm.
Valari's shoulders. They're all walking off.
Obvi. The mouse's name is Obvi.
Obvi is riding on Valari's shoulder as they're
Mhm.
all walking off to head to the rooms.
You speak mouse? What can I do for you, sir? I'm just a little mouse. What do you want from me? Do you have any cheese? I'm really tired. I got soaked today.
It was a bit rough, wasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I was in the pack and I was safe, but that was jarring. It just whoosh and I got soaked.
It was quite a thing, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Do you let
You speak mouse?
Sometimes I can.
Okay. I like cheese. Yeah.
Well, hey,
yeah.
tell you what,
Yeah.
I got a little cheese from the table here.
Okay.
Tell me a little bit about your hornet friend.
My hornet friend? I don't have any hornet friends or bee friends or wasp friends.
And he points up.
Likely not.
She found me on the streets a couple of years ago, and I've been traveling with her. She feeds me, and we travel, and sometimes she blows things up or lights things on fire or puts snot all over things. I don't know. She's kind of dangerous, but she takes care of me.
So you've been all over the place then?
Yeah, a few cities, and we met this other lady, Ari, and just been hanging out with her for a bit.
Here.
Okay, thank
Have a
you.
bit of cheese.
Just starts stuffing his little face.
Dangerous. Should have fed it more expensive cheese.
Huh.
I am content.
Okay.
Good
I
night.
have all the information I need.
Travel fellows.
All right.
Get up in the morning. We'll need to visit
Go
the
kick
temple.
some butt.
Temple.
We'll need to do a little scouting and meet up with TikTok as well.
All right.
Perfect.
Perfect. We wrapped the session. Session number 1, episode number 1. Still failing on some of the stream number 2. For those of you watching, tuning in late, you didn't miss much. We didn't stream all of it. We'll be uploading our episode on Friday. It'll be cleaned up. Things will. There we go. Tech magic. We will be doing some wizardry, and if we have to, we might have the first half reshot with different actors, and we'll retell the story briefly. All of the actors may be me, and they may have
Right.
mops for wigs, and
Thanks,
may
Emma.
be terrible for voice acting.
Is that it?
But as we go,
Thanks for hanging in
please,
there, dude.
please take a look at our Instagram, our website, our YouTube, our Facebook, our Twitch. Because of the tech challenges, we will probably lock in and do just Facebook only or just Twitch only going from here on out. If you have a strong preference as one of our 3 viewers, please let us know. Reach out. If you don't, we'll probably just choose whatever's easiest and whatever works. Probably Facebook.
I wasn't looking on Facebook, but we got some good interaction.
We did get some good interaction on Twitch tonight. last time we did have some Facebook interaction. So
Dude with 5 dachshunds for the win.
middle schooler playing Yu-Gi-Oh with 5 dachshunds for the win.
No,
Someone
like
says.
Yu-Gi-Oh like a middle schooler.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Well, thank you for tuning in tonight. We will catch you soon.
Stumble on back.
As we
Stumble on back now here.
You hear?
stumble on in. And with that, tonight we will finish out with our credits once more because I don't think anyone's watched them. So, good night, good luck, happy traveling. We'll see you again in 2 weeks. 2 weeks from now, March 16th, 4 p.m. Pacific. We will be online. Please watch our social. We'll tell you where to tune into, and hopefully we'll third time's a charm it, and everything will just work.
Nail it.
Nat 20s, everybody. Let's all buy Lindsay's dice. Good night.
Good night.